Good afternoon, everyone, and welcome to Thermopolis Bobcat football. The Bobcats taking on the Kemmerer Rangers this afternoon here at Leroy Hayes Field. I'm Donnie Bioris alongside Kevin Simpson, and a little bit of a late start for the Bobcats. We're into week 3 of the high school football season, but it's game 1 for the Cats tonight as they open their season here at home against Kemmerer. And Kevin, kind of a weird start to the season. Had all the two-a-days, you get a scrimmage in against Worland, and then in week 1 you find out that you're going to be out of school for the next 2 weeks, and all activities canceled, and the Bobcats have been sitting around for a couple weeks while everybody else has been playing football.
Yeah, I don't want to completely spoil my pregame interview with Coach McPhee. We did address that in our interview, but you know, it's something that I kind of sat at home and thought about. And you know, you think as an athlete, you really kind of have to have that personal accountability as a player. And take it upon yourself to say, hey, I'm not going to sit here for 2 weeks and do nothing. I'm going to make myself better. I'm going to go out. I'm going to find the weight room. I'm going to find anything I can do. I'm going to go out, ride a bike for conditioning. I'm going to go do something in these 2 weeks. I'm going to sit here and study the playbook, whatever it's going to take, because you can't let the other teams in your conference get that 2-week advantage on you. And so as a player, you kind of have to take it upon yourself. And as a coach, you sit at home and you just hope that your players buy into that philosophy. And I guess we're going to find out tonight if that actually happened or not.
Another new little feature that we got starting today is we're, in addition to being audio, we have video as well. You can go on to YouTube and bring up WyoToday and catch the video of the game while we do the radio broadcast of it. And you can also download, I think there's an app, right? We can download the app WyoToday, and you can bring up live sports and click on the Bobcats and get the video of that as well.
I do know that the Apple Store has not quite approved the WyoToday app, but if you have an Android, it is on your Google Play Store. Go out, download the app, click that live sports tab in the app, and it'll be there. If you missed the game and you want to go back and watch, it'll be there when we're done. You can go back anytime after the broadcast and check it out.
Bobcats, obviously, season opener here today against Kemmerer, a team that's 1-1 on the season. Last week they snapped a losing streak that had reached double figures and picked up a win against Pinedale last week for their first win of the season, and they are a perfect 1-0 in conference play. So Kemmerer comes in 1-1 on the season. The Bobcats looking to get the season started on the right foot here this afternoon. We'll take a short break, come back. We'll have the Cowboy preview, and Kevin has his interview with Coach Matt McPhee. You're listening to Cat Football, KDNO 1017, back after these ads.
I'm Travis Winger. I'm a financial advisor with Edward Jones. And we do, I pride myself on helping people with financial planning, achieving whatever goals are most important to them. But the most valuable thing you have when it comes to planning for your future is time. The sooner you start and the more detailed your plan is, the better chance of success you have. First-timers are my favorite people to work with because they're hungry to learn, and coming to see me doesn't cost anything. I don't charge for appointments, I don't charge for anything. Come in, talk to me, and all you'll leave with is a little bit more knowledge than you came in with.
Edward Jones Financial Advisor Travis Winger, 435 Arapahoe Street, Thermopolis.
This is the Wyoming Cowboy Report. I'm Cody Beers, and it's Ball State Week. This Saturday, the Wyoming Cowboys return to War Memorial Stadium to host Ball State of the Mid-American Conference in a game that will match the 2 most recent champions of the Arizona Bowl. Saturday's game will kick off at 2 p.m. Mountain Time. In the 2019 Arizona Bowl, the Wyoming Cowboys captured a 38-17 win over Georgia State in Tucson, Arizona. Last year, the Ball State Cardinals defeated San Jose State by a score of 34-13. For the second consecutive week, the Wyoming Cowboys will play an opponent from the MAC. Last week, the Pokes traveled to and won at Northern Illinois. This week, Wyoming hosts the defending MAC champion Ball State Cardinals. It's been an exciting 2 weeks for the Wyoming Cowboys and their fans as the Pokes are off to a 2-0 start to the 2021 season. In each of the Cowboys' first 2 games this season, Wyoming has scored a touchdown in the final 2 minutes of the game to secure wins. Against Northern Illinois, Wyoming scored a rushing touchdown with 1:35 left in the game to give UW a 50-43 win over the Huskies. In Week 1 versus Montana State, the Pokes' winning touchdown came on a pass completion for a touchdown with only 47 seconds remaining in the game. Entering the season, the Wyoming offense was striving to develop a better balance between their rushing attack and their passing game. Through the first 2 games of the season, Wyoming's offense has started to develop that balance they are striving for. In Game 1 versus Montana State, the Pokes rushed for 151 yards and had 196 yards through the air for a total of 347 yards of total offense. That equated to 43.5% from the running game and 56.5% from the passing game. Wyoming generated 191 yards on the ground and 204 passing yards in the win at Northern Illinois for 395 yards of total offense. The rushing attack was responsible for 48.4% of the offensive output, and the passing game generated 51.6%. On the season, 342 yards, or 46.1% of the Cowboy offense, has been generated by running the ball, and 400 yards, 53.9%, has been generated by throwing the football. Every Cowboy football game is broadcast live on the 26 affiliates of the Cowboy Sports Network. Announcers are Dave Walsh, play-by-play in his 38th year, Kevin McKinney on color, 24 years, and Reese Monaco, the sideline reporter, in his 11th year. The pregame show begins 90 minutes prior to kickoff. The pregame show begins 90 minutes before kickoff on 99.1 FM here on the Wind River Radio Network.
Sutherland's Friends of the Family Plus Consumer Credit Card lets you choose from 5% off instantly at the register or special financing on qualifying purchases. That means no forms, no waiting, no rebates. You can choose 5% off instantly with your Sutherland's credit card. Got a big project? Choose special financing. The choice is yours with Sutherland's Friends of the Family Plus Consumer Credit Card. Subject to credit approval. Minimum monthly payment required. See store for details. Only at Sutherland's.
All right, Kevin Simpson sitting down here with Coach Matt McPhee. Actually just enjoyed a little bit of our sponsors, P6 Pizza. We're doing a little lunch break interview. It's been a busy schedule for us. So let's just dive right into this, Coach. Kind of tell me a quick glance about your team, your new got a couple new coaches maybe on staff this year, what numbers you have out. Just give me kind of a rundown of what you have for returning players and what your sidelines look like this year.
Yeah, hey, good to see you, Kevin. Thanks. The pizza's fantastic. Thanks to P6. But we're excited about the year. Really the makeup of the team. It's a little different than a year ago. A year ago we had a small number of seniors. I think right now we've got 11 seniors on the team, and we do have some new coaches on the staff. We've got Coach Bowker by way of Gordon, Nebraska, who's doing a great job for us, working with the offensive line and special teams and anywhere he can help out. But he's doing a great job. It's great to have him. And but really it's about those 12 seniors the 11 seniors. It was 2 years ago we had 12, and I felt like we had a great group, and I think we're capable of that. We had a good season, or an off season anyways. Had a great camp. Went up to Chadron early in the summer. Had good numbers in our weight room in the off season, and we're ready to get going, and it's odd that you and I are having this conversation this late in the year, but that's where we're at.
You mentioned going to Chadron as part of your off season. Any other camps, workouts? And you guys have host one here during the season. Just kind of any other things that you guys did in the off season and preparation?
We always tell the boys, we want you to go to camp with us early in the summer. Go do an individual camp. I know we sent a kicker down to an individual kicking camp down in Utah. A couple kids did some individual camps here and there, and we tell them, get in the weight room. If you play basketball, go play basketball, go wrestle, go be active, but go get stronger. We did some 7-on-7 work with Warland and did a few things like that, but the main thing is for these kids to get stronger and get in that weight room, and a lot of them did it this summer.
The Bobcat season, like you said, starting off a little late this year. School activities were shut down August 31st due to a COVID outbreak in the county. Students did do distance learning from September 1st to the 12th. Sports were not allowed to hold practices. You resumed practice on Monday the 13th, which was just this Monday. During a break like that, you kind of have to rely on your players to hold themselves accountable for strengthening and conditioning and other things like that. How do you feel that delay or break has or will impact your team, and how has this week's practice gone so far?
That's a great question. That's a great question that I can't answer right now because we don't know. We really don't. Coach Forcella has a great saying, nobody cares, work harder. And right now, nobody cares that we didn't get to practice for 2 weeks, and Kemmerer's coming in here, and they don't care. They're going to line up against us, and they're going to be a tough opponent. So, with that being said, we've had a good week of practice. I in the back of my mind, I wonder about conditioning because you're in the middle of basically 2 weeks of fall camp, and you get a 2-week break, and but you can't get it back in one day, and we understand that. So we'll deal with what we have to deal with as we go down the road. But I really believe that in the end, it's not going to make one difference one way or another. And we've got our 7 2A West games scheduled, and that's all we ask for.
So again, first game of the season's Kemmerer, so they come to town. What do you expect to see out of them, and what's your focus and plan for the game?
Well, they got off to Snide last week. I think unbeknownst to me, they had the longest losing streak in the state, which obviously Pinedale didn't care about and didn't believe because they snapped that. They beat a tough little Pinedale team a week ago. We've seen them on film. They practice every day. They put the shoes on one at a time, and they've got some tough kids. So, one of the things we talk about this year with these kids is earning what comes to them. So, they've got to go out and earn a victory on Friday night, and it doesn't happen, by quickly fast forwarding to the fourth quarter or whatnot. We've got to go out and compete, play by play, and I'm just excited for these kids to have a chance, Kevin. As I talk about the week and the game, and like I said, I go back to those 11 seniors, and I'm just excited for them to go out, after the nonsense that we've gone through. And go face a team in Kemmerer that's got to be feeling pretty good about themselves.
All right, we're going to move on to your favorite we always bring back is our rapid fire questions. And this week we have a theme. After our game Friday night, I'm hopping on a plane Saturday morning at 5:50 in the morning heading to Vegas. So I'm going to do a Vegas thing with you this week. First question for you, how many times have you been to Vegas? Ballpark.
About a dozen.
Okay. What's your game of choice when you go to Vegas?
Blackjack. I'll find a blackjack table.
Okay. Favorite casino or eatery to visit in Vegas?
Goodness, that's a tough one. I will say every time I'm there, I find an In-N-Out burger.
Nice. Are there more or less than 150 casinos in Las Vegas?
Way more.
According to a website I found, less at 144. And they define that as a business with more than 15 slot machines or one table game.
That's incredible. One night I felt like I hit more than 150.
Can you guess how tall the Hoover Dam is?
It's roughly 1,200 feet.
427. Your math's terrible.
Okay.
What is your favorite Vegas or gambling-themed movie or TV show? I know you're not big into movies.
No, I'm not, but this one comes to mind. I thought maybe they went through Vegas. Was Chevy Chase, what's that? Summer Vacation?
National Lampoon's Vegas Vacation.
Vegas
that
Vacation.
Is the only correct answer.
Yes, there we go.
We're going to do a couple quick college football picks. I hit the top 25. So we got number 19, Arizona State, at number 23, BYU. ASU is 14-point favorites.
14?
Not 14.
4. Yeah, I was going to say, I actually saw that line, not that I looked, but I looked at the games. I'm riding the BYU wave. They knocked off Utah last week. BYU gets ASU and covers.
I'm taking ASU -4. Auburn, number 22, at number 10, Penn State. Penn State, 6-point favorites.
Give me Penn State.
I'm taking Auburn for the outright win.
Perfect.
Alabama, number 1 on the road at number 11, Florida. Alabama, 14.5-point favorites.
Take the Tide.
I'll take Alabama, but I'm going to take Florida with points.
All right.
And then unrated Wyoming, 7-point favorites at home versus Ball State.
Woo! The Ball State Cardinal, if I'm not mistaken. You got the Cowboys they're due to put 50 on the board.
I'm going to take Wyoming and the 7 points as well. And the reason I'm headed to Las Vegas, a late night game, Iowa State 31.5 point favorites at UNLV.
Oh, you're going to see that game?
Yep.
Fantastic. UNLV covers.
I think you're right. Iowa State wins, but not by 31.5. So, all right. As always, thanks for your time, Coach, and good luck versus the Kemmerer Rangers.
Sounds good. Thanks, Kevin.
Coffee. It's your destination for your coffee fix or the perfect spot for lunch. The place you know for afternoon fun is also where you can try their full menu of burgers, specialty lattes, and blended drinks. Open 6 a.m. to 2 p.m. Monday through Saturday and closed on Sundays. Find them at 510 Park Street, Dairyland and Hot City Coffee. Your hole-in-one choice for Thermopolis.
From one corner of the state to the other, over 82% of Wyomingites wear their seatbelts. And to the 18% who don't, we say, let's buckle up for life, Wyoming.
Welcome back to the Gotcha Rehab pregame show. Donnie Bjorst, Kevin Simpson at Leroy Hayes Field on the campus of Hot Springs County High School as the Bobcats get set to take on the Kemmerer Rangers this afternoon. The season opener for the Bobcats actually come in with a record of 0-1 after the forfeit loss to Tongue River because of the COVID situation here in Hot Springs County and forcing the closure of the school for a couple weeks. So Cats looking for their first win here this afternoon. Bobcats finished 3-5 a year ago. Kemmerer comes in 1-1 on the season, 1-0 in conference play after their win last week against Pinedale 20-0 in week 1. Kemmerer fell to number 1 Wheatland 46-6 for their 1-1 record. These two teams last met a year ago over in Kemmerer, and the Bobcats with a big win last year, 56-16 in Kemmerer. All-time, Kemmerer leads the series 16-12. The Bobcats are 9-6 against the Rangers here at Leroy Hayes Field, and the Bobcats have won the last two meetings by a combined score of 101-38. So it's been a little bit lopsided for the Bobcats the last two times these teams have met, but this is a team from Kemmerer that's coming in with a lot of confidence after picking up that win a week ago. Some key returners for the Bobcats this afternoon. Rody Farrell, 694 yards rushing a year ago. He had 6 rushing touchdowns for the Cats in 2020. Gavin Shumway comes back as the quarterback for the Bobcats, 565 yards passing a year ago. He had 4 touchdown passes and 8 picks in 2020. Wyatt McDermott, a threat out of the backfield, catching and rushing the football, and Wyatt coming in for his senior year had 54 yards receiving a year ago. Also, he started the season at quarterback, and then the Bobcats made the switch to Shumway and moved Wyatt out to a receiver. And then on the defensive side, the Bobcats being led by Eli McCumber comes in after a really good season last year, leading that Bobcat defense, averaged just under 14 defensive points a game a year ago. For Kemmerer, a few names that you're going to hear quite a bit this afternoon. Riggin Walker, the leading rusher for Kemmerer through 2 games, 105 yards on the ground, 4.4 yards per attempt, has a rushing touchdown. Also the defensive leader for the Rangers, averaging 17.5 defensive points, a couple fumble recoveries and an interception for Walker already through 2 games this season. Seth Krell out of the backfield, 72 yards rushing through two games. Also has a rushing touchdown for Kemmerer and averages 4.2 yards per rush. And the quarterback for Kemmerer is Tommy Skidmore, 1 of 7. Kemmerer doesn't throw a lot. They'll do most of their damage on the ground. Has thrown for 8 yards. His one completion was for a touchdown, but he's also a threat out of the backfield as well, as he's had 59 yards rushing so far this season. And Kevin, bringing you back in here, the Bobcats, a big 40-point win a year ago over in Kemmerer, but this isn't the same Kemmerer team that the Bobcats saw a year ago. This is a team that brings a lot of kids back. They've got a year of experience under their belt. And again, coming off that win a week ago, they've got a lot of confidence coming in here.
Yeah, that was something you heard Coach McPhee talk about. You know, they broke that big skid of theirs, which unbeknownst to me, too, that they had that big losing streak going on. But that does tell you that, you know, they turn around, they work at it, and they come out with a win. They got to be feeling pretty good. A lot of names, though, you mentioned that we talked about. We called last year with Skidmore at quarterback and Regan Walker, a good running back. He was a good sophomore last year running back. Now he slides into his junior year. The Bobcats, you'll see them run some different stuff this year. They're running a little bit of different offense than they've ran in the past, more of a double wing type of thing, and we'll talk about that in our starting lineups. You're going to hear a lot of skill position players because they're going to put 3-4 guys out there in different formations and either run them as a running back, or they're going to bring them out as a wide receiver. So a lot of different stuff for the Bobcats and a lot of different stuff for Kemmerer tonight, so it'll be interesting to see how these two match up.
We're going to take a 60-second break. Come back. Kevin will have the starting lineups. He'll also have his Edward Jones keys to the game, and we'll take a look at what else is going on in Bobcat country this weekend. It's the Gotchi Rehab pregame show, KDNO 1017, back in 60.
Rehabilitation and Wellness in Thermopolis also has something called the Gotchi Wellness Center. It's your dream gym with cardio equipment, cable machines, free weights and dumbbells, hydraulic resistance machines, and personal trainers that care about your goals. The Wellness Center is huge and includes a rock wall, pegboard, sled, tires, punching bags, squat rack, and a whole lot more. Check out the Senior Wellness class. To take the first step to a healthier you, visit gotchi.org.
P6 Station Stone-Fired Pizza is proud to sponsor Thermopolis Youth Athletics. When you open the door, it hits you. The smell of freshly baked wings or pizza. Your Stone-Fire creation comes out with the perfect golden brown crust, fresh toppings, and melted cheese that some can only dream of. Don't forget to check out the Pizza of the Month. Enjoy your meal inside or under the pergola. P6 Station Stone-Fired Pizza. 544 Park Street in Thermopolis.
For a place to relax, sip on your favorite specialty lattes or tea, and find the best gifts for any occasion, Storyteller is the place for you. Books brimming with compelling stories, gifts for the kids like Legos and coloring projects, and something for your family and friends like hats, jewelry, or a bag of award-winning Mountain Air roasted jackrabbit java. To learn more, visit StorytellerWyo.com or swing by at 524 Broadway in Thermopolis.
Welcome back to the Gotchi Rehab pregame show. Bobcats getting set to take on the Kemmerer Rangers this afternoon, and with our Edward Jones, Travis Winger keys to the game, here's Kevin.
All right, the first key to the game I kind of mentioned too in the pregame. I'm going to go with conditioning. We've had 2 weeks off. Coach talked about you don't get all your conditioning back in one day, so they've had a week of practice to kind of get back in game shape. We'll see what kind of conditioning the Bobcats are in. Second one I've got is also knowing the playbook and being in sync offensively. You've had that 2-week break. We'll see if they study the playbook, if they're able to implement some new plays, see where they're at. So offensively, being in sync and knowing the plays, not having any delay of games with miscommunications. And the last one I have is offensive line control. Coach McPhee and I talked a little bit this week, and he mentioned that they kind of rebuilt that offensive line, put in some different blocking schemes. It's very important for their run game and pass protection. So I think the offensive line is going to be a big key to the game, and those are your Travis Winger, Edward Jones keys to the game.
Thank you, Kevin. And again, want to let people know that if you're listening on the radio, you can also watch the Bobcats now as video being streamed along with our audio broadcast of the games. You can go on YouTube to WyoToday, that's WyoToday, and bring up the video of the game. You can also, if you have an Android device, you can download the WyoToday app, click on Live Sports, hit the button that has the Thermopolis game on it, and you can watch video of the game as we're broadcasting it for everybody else on the radio. And this also helps us out now because if we miss the coin toss, you all are seeing it on video, and you can text us and let us know who won the toss and which team will be on offense first. Kind of a neat feature that being brought in this year, that we have video along with the audio.
Neat feature, but I'm going to caution people, bear with us. It's week one for us as well. technology is not always your friend, so if we make some missteps, it's all right. We'll get her ironed out. I promise.
Technologically challenged is politically correct way of describing me. I tend to not go that direction always, so I'll call it like it is. I'm a computer idiot. And so trying to figure all this out, as Kevin said, there will be a few growing pains as we work our way through this, but it's kind of neat to have the video along with the audio here this afternoon. We're going to take a break, come back. Kevin will have the starting lineups. We'll get ready for kickoff here as the Bobcats take on the Kemmerer Rangers. It's the Gotchi Rehab pregame show, KDNO, back in 60.
Thermopolis Hardware and Mercantile is a proud supporter of Bobcats Athletics. There's so much more than a hardware store. You'll find Ashley furniture and decor perfect for your home. There's a great toy selection, as well as tools, kitchen items, grills, and a garden section. That means there's something for everyone at Thermopolis Hardware. Don't forget to check out their variety of custom cabinets, window shading, and flooring.
Hi, I'm Karen with Thermopolis Hardware. Buy local, be local. Go Bobcats!
Gotchi Rehabilitation and Wellness knows what it means to be on top of your game. For over 60 years, Gotchi has led the field in providing physical therapy, occupational therapy, and wellness in Thermopolis and their facilities in Moreland, Basin, Powell, Cody, and Shoshone. Whether you're recovering from an injury, decondition, post-stroke, or just looking to take control of your health, you'll find years of dedicated experience paired with personal care at Gotchi Rehabilitation and Wellness. Learn more at gotchi.org.
I'm Travis Winger. I'm a financial advisor with Edward Jones. And we do, I pride myself on helping people with financial planning, achieving whatever goals are most important to them. The most valuable thing you have when it comes to planning for your future is time. The sooner you start and the more detailed your plan is, the better chance of success you have. First timers are my favorite people to work with because they're hungry to learn, and coming to see me doesn't cost anything. I don't charge for appointments, I don't charge for anything. Come in, talk to me, and all you'll leave with is a little bit more knowledge than you came in with.
Edward Jones Financial Advisor Travis Winger, 435 Arapahoe Street, Thermopolis.
Welcome back to Bobcat Football, and with our Dairyland Hot City Coffee and Sutherland starting lineup, here's Kevin.
We're going to start with our big man up front offensively. We're going to go offensive line number 51, Carson Williams. He is a junior. Secondly, on the offensive line, number 61, senior Jarek Sorensen. Number 72, Austin Barrel, senior, will be on your offensive line. Number 52, Hazen Thurgood. He'll be your center tonight in your offensive line. He's a senior. And rounding out your offensive line, they have Dame Time Damian Gosnell, 55. He is a senior. Your skilled position players tonight will be Wyatt McDermott, number 12, running back or H-back. Number 44, Adley Coyne, a senior. He'll be a wide receiver H-back combination. Moving down, you'll also see Matt Music being a wide receiver tonight, number 40. He is a senior. Offensively, we also have Brody Farrell, running back, number 11. He'll be your main ball carrier tonight. And then Gavin Shumway, number 11, is your quarterback, and he is a junior this year. And I do also believe I missed Adley Coyne at number 44, a senior. He will be an H-back and wide receiver combination as well. And those are your Bobcat starting lineup, brought to you by Sutherland's and Hot City Coffee. Start your day with a Hot City Coffee, and those are your starting lineups.
Thank you, Kevin. As we have the Bobcat starting lineups being introduced here at Leroy Hayes Field, do want to get everybody caught up on what's going on in Bobcat country this weekend as activities back in full swing with the kids coming back to school. And this is going to sound really odd, but as the kids come back into school this week, the golf season comes to an end this weekend as Bobcat golf team hosting the 2A state golf tournament this weekend up at Thermopolis Golf Course. Round 1 today up at the golf course, round 2 tomorrow. Kevin was up there for a good portion of today's play. And Bobcats doing well here so far. Hardy Johnson leading, shot a 77 today. That's good for 7 over. He's in first place. And brother Hadley Johnson currently in second. They're still playing up there at the golf course, and they will get started tomorrow morning, 10 o'clock?
10 o'clock is the time. Or no, tomorrow is 9, I believe.
Okay, 9 o'clock tomorrow for round 2, and that will wrap up the golf season for the Bobcat golf team. Hardy Johnson looking to four-peat this year, and he would join history. He wouldn't make it, but he would tie Easton Paxton, I know, was one of the other high school golfers that won an individual title all 4 years of his high school career. So Hardy looking to join Easton, and that's pretty cool accomplishment if Hardy's able to pull that off. The volleyball team played Douglas last night here at Bobcat Gym, fell 3 games to 2 to the Lady Bearcats. They are on the road tonight, taking on Newcastle in a conference volleyball match. And the cross-country team in action tomorrow at Sheridan. We're set to go here from Bobcat Field. The Cats will receive the opening kick, and deep for the Bobcats will be Rhodey Farrell and Adley Coyne to receive this kick, and the kick will be coming from Nick Carlson. Season opener for the Bobcats. Rangers playing game 3 of the 2021 season, as Carlson has the ball blow off the tee, so we'll re-tee it and get set to go here again. It is a little breezy here at Leroy Hayes Field this afternoon, and we'll see how that plays into things as we go along. Carlson's got it re-teed, approaches the ball, and we are underway. Short kick that lands at the 15-yard line, picked up there by Farrell. He's out over the 20. The 25 gets hit hard right at about the 29-yard line, and that's where the Bobcats will start the season on offense. 1st and 10 from their own 29.
Rhodey Farrell on the return for the Bobcats.
Kevin doing double duty this football season as he's taking stats and running the camera.
So if the camera works bad and the stats are wrong, blame someone else.
Call Rusty down at Wind River Radio Network. Shumway from the pistol puts Farrell in motion. Jet sweep left side to Farrell. He's around the edge. Farrell over the 40, across midfield, breaks a tackle at the 45, and then shoved out of bounds at the Kemmerer 35-yard line or thereabouts. We'll see where they spot it. They're going to bring it back a little bit. They're going to say he stepped out at the 42 of the Kemmerer Rangers. On that last play, the Thermopolis Bobcats cross midfield, and AARP Wyoming wants to remind you good things happen after 50. To see what's going on for folks over 50 in Wyoming, check out AARP Wyoming's Facebook page. 1st and 10 for the Bobcats from the Kemmerer 42. Direct snap to Farrell. He runs right off the left guard, and he'll pick up close to 8 yards on 1st down. Back-to-back carries for Rhodey, and the Bobcats 2nd and give him 9. We'll call it 1 yard from the Kemmerer 34. Almost at the 33. You knew you'd see a steady diet of early on of Rhodey Farrell, and Rhodey with good hard running here on the first 2 plays. Shumway from the gun, takes a snap, he'll keep it. Shumway's got the 1st down as he gets inside the Kemmerer 30 and then gets stood up and pushed backwards. They're going to give him forward progress to the 28. That'll be another Bobcat 1st down, and it'll be spotted at the Kemmerer 28-yard line. 1st and 10 Cats. 3 plays, they've got 2 first downs. Coyne and McDermott will split to the right, along with, well, that's Shumway with the snap, back to throw, got a man across the middle, that's caught by Coyne. Coyne with the catch at the 10, breaks a tackle, and he's in for a Bobcat touchdown. 28-yard touchdown pass, Shumway to Adley Coyne, and the Bobcats with the opening drive of the season score and go up 6-0 on the Rangers.
Yeah, that's one of those plays I sat around practice a little bit last week, and they run that that double wing type of formation, and that's why I said those skill position players are going to hear them be announced as a H-back, but they're kind of a wide receiver combination out there, and they capitalize on that.
Owen McCumber for the extra point. Snap down, kick away, and it is good. And with 10:40 to go in the first quarter, the Bobcats take a 7-0 lead over the Rangers. This is Cat Football, KDNO, back in 30.
The choice is yours. Sutherland's Friends of the Family Plus Consumer Credit Card lets you choose from 5% off instantly at the register or special financing on qualifying purchases. That means no forms, no waiting, no rebates. You can choose 5% off instantly with your Sutherland's credit card. Got a big project? Choose special financing. The choice is yours with Sutherland's Friends of the Family Plus Consumer Credit Card. Subject to credit approval. Minimum monthly payment required. See store for details. Only at Sutherland's.
That first run was only...
Welcome back to Bobcat Football as the Cats take the opening drive and go 71 yards in 4 plays. And Gavin Shumway hooking up with Adley Coyne for the 28-yard touchdown pass. Extra point good from Owen McCumber. The Cats strike quick and lead 7-0.
Very efficient drive by the Bobcats, and Kemmerer is going to receive this kick and see if they can't answer the Bobcats.
Trying to get a number on our kicker here.
21.
And that doesn't exist on my roster.
Ethan Crow.
Okay, Ethan Crow will kick it off for the Cats. Low line drive kick that's picked up at the 23-yard line. Campman with it up to the 30, and that's where he stood up by the Bobcats, and Kemmerer will have their first offensive possession. Jake Campman on the return for the Rangers. 10:33 to go first quarter, and the Bobcats leading 7-0.
And Kemmerer on the 30-yard line.
Carl Haslam will split out to the left side. 2 backs in the backfield for the Rangers. Snap to Skidmore. He'll hand off and over left tackle. That is Tyler McCain, and he short gain brought down at the 32-yard line. Bobcats say they stripped the football away, but the officials aren't buying it. So short gain for Kemmerer. It'll be 2nd and 8 from the Bobcat 32. In on the tackle for the Bobcats there, Damian Gosnell with the tackle. 2nd and 8 for the Rangers as they break the huddle. They will split a receiver out to the near side. Again, Skidmore under center, 2 backs in the backfield. Man in motion, handoff on a jet sweep right side and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. Ball carrier was Tyson McCain, and Adley Coyne there to stop that for just a 1-yard gain. So to bring up 3rd and 7, I think that's a little generous on the 1 yard.
Must have fell forward.
So 1 carry here for Tyler McCain, 1 for Tyson McCain. 3rd and 7 for the Rangers from their own 33-yard line. Skidmore under center. He'll drop back to throw. Short pass, that's caught. That's McCain. He's out over midfield. Inside the Bobcat 40 and finally brought down by 4 Bobcats at the Bobcat spotted at the 30-yard line. So big gain there for the Rangers on 3rd and 7. They will pick up about 37 yards on that pass play and pick up their first down of the game. That was Tyson McCain on the receiving end of that.
Quarterback had a couple options open there and hit the over man.
Same formation for the Rangers. They'll split a man out to the near side. Handoff off right tackle, and a little bit of a stutter step there from Riggin Walker, and he'll pick up a couple on first down. Rody Farrell in on the tackle for the Bobcats. Gain of 2 will be second and 8 for the Rangers from the Bobcat 28. 8:40 to go first quarter. Cats lead 7-0.
For the Bobcats.
Hazen Thurgood occupying a bunch of space in the middle of that defensive line for the Bobcats.
Yeah, Hazen's their big guy up front on both sides of the ball.
Skidmore under center again, 2 backs. Hand off first man through, and that's going to be another short gain for the Rangers there. As on the tackle for the Cats was Austin Barrel, and that's another 2-yard gain for the Rangers. Bring up 3rd and 6 from the Bobcat 26.
Did you have the ball carrier as number 3, I think? Was that Krell?
It was Krell on the carry. Third and 6 for the Rangers.
Watch the pass here.
This time the receiver will split out to the far side. Skidmore back to throw, rolls right, pressure coming. He's wrapped up at the 35, gets away from one man, and then 4 more Bobcats come in and finish him off. They're going to give him a little bit of progress there, but big loss there for the Rangers as the Bobcat defense. That's going to go as
about an 11-yard loss.
There you go, 11-yard loss on the play. It'll bring up 4th and about 18, and the Rangers will punt it away, or at least they'll set up to punt it. Back for the Cats is Justin Bassey. Bad snap, picked up at inside Bobcat territory and brought down at the 35. They're going to spot it at the 39 where he picked it up, but the Cats will take over 1st and 10 in Kemmerer territory after the bad snap on the punt, so everything going Cats' way right now.
Not sure how you score that one there, Donnie.
Well, it goes as a rushing loss for the punter.
Which is, I'm not sure how many yards that was.
16. About 16-yard loss. Cats will take over 1st and 10 from the Kemmerer 39, already leading 7-0. Shumway from the gun, puts Coyne in motion. Snap back, hand off to Farrell. He'll go right up the middle with it, and Rhodey will pick up a couple 3 yards on 1st down. Give him 2. It'll be 2nd and 8 for the Cats. Bobcats went 4 plays on their first scoring drive. Farrell already with 3 or 4 carries here for the Bobcats. Clock running at 6:15 to go first quarter. Bobcats in front 7-0 on the Pinnacle Bank scoreboard. Shumway will go under center this time. Farrell right behind him in the backfield. Motion man is Coyne. He'll take the toss. Adley's got the first down and more as he goes down the right sideline inside the 5 to the goal line. I think we got a flag back at the line of scrimmage. Or something's laying there. Is that? Yep, we do have a flag. It's coming back.
Yep.
I thought I saw a flag from the far side, Judge. We're going to have an illegal shift. Might have been 2 men in motion when that ball was snapped. As Coyne came in motion from the far side, the left side of the field. And he was already moving. If somebody else was moving as well at the snap, then that will be the 5-yard penalty. So take away a touchdown run from Coyne. The 5-yard procedure penalty, and it'll be 2nd and a long 11 for the Bobcats.
McPhee's pleading his case. Watching them in practice, they run a lot of that motion offense type of deal, so McPhee's probably going to be worried that's going to get flagged often.
Well, I think he's wanting to know who the other man that moved was, because unless they're saying Coyne was going forward at the snap, because he did kind of round that motion instead of going straight down the line. So if he was moving forward, it's not Canadian football. You can't do that. 2nd and 11 for the Cats. Shumway back in the gun. Farrell off to his right. 3 receivers near side, and Kemmerer wants a timeout. They didn't like how they were set up against that Bobcat offense. We'll take the timeout as well. 5:57 to go, first quarter. Cats in front 7-0. This is Cat Football, KDNO 1017, back in 30.
Dairyland and Hot City Coffee. It's your destination for your coffee fix or the perfect spot for lunch. The place you know for afternoon fun is also where you can try their full menu of burgers, specialty lattes, and blended drinks. Open 6 a.m. to 2 p.m. Monday through Saturday and closed on Sundays. Find them at 510 Park Street. Dairyland and Hot City Coffee, your hole-in-one choice for Thermopolis.
Welcome back to Bobcat Football as the Kemmerer Rangers using their first time out of the first half. Cats leading 7-0, 5:57 to go first quarter. And Cats facing a 2nd and 11. It's the first game for everybody. At least for the purple and gold, everybody that's associated with them. Kevin, right now, Bobcats doing a good job moving the football. Kemmerer really doesn't look like they have an answer for Rhodey Farrell, Adley Coyne.
No, a lot of different moving pieces in that Bobcat offense, and I'm not sure Kemmerer's quite sure what's getting thrown at him right now. Bobcats doing a really good job of mixing it up a little bit here. We're seeing that direct snap to Rhodey, which is kind of a new caveat to the Bobcat offense. You know, he's a shifty kind of back, so trying to get the ball in Rhodey's hands probably as much as possible.
Cats break the huddle coming out of the timeout. Shumway will stay in the gun. Farrell will line up off his left shoulder. Coyne will be in that H-back position on the left side. Snap back, hand off to Farrell. Rhodey right up the middle, inside the 30. Rhodey's got a head of steam. He's inside the 20, the 10, the 5. Touchdown, Bobcats. Rhodey Farrell from 41 yards out with the second Bobcat score of the first quarter, and the Cats lead Kemmerer 13-0.
And like I said, shifty back, found a hole, and off he was, off to the races. And again, Kemmerer not quite sure what to do there.
Rhodey broke one tackle about 2 yards into that run, and once he cleared from that defender, no other Ranger able to get a hand on him. And Owen McCumber back for the extra point. Low line drive kick, but he gets it through. And with 5:46 to go first quarter, the Bobcats push their lead to 14 over the Kemmerer Rangers. This is Cat Football, KDNO, back with the kickoff in 60 seconds.
From one corner of the state to the other, over 82% of Wyomingites wear their seatbelts. And to the 18% who don't, we say, let's buckle up for life, Wyoming.
Did you know the Gotchi Rehabilitation and Wellness in Thermopolis also has something called the Gotchi Wellness Center? It's your dream gym with cardio equipment, cable machines, free weights and dumbbells, hydraulic resistance machines, and personal trainers that care about your goals. The Wellness Center is huge and includes a rock wall, pegboard, sled, tires, punching bags, squat rack, and a whole lot more. Check out the Senior Wellness class. To take the first step to a healthier you, visit gotchi.org.
Welcome back to Bobcat Football. Cats with their second consecutive touchdown on first two possessions to start this 2021 season, and they lead Kemmerer 14-0, 5:46 to go first quarter, and that's kind of the way to take the wind out of the sails of a team that's feeling pretty good about themselves after snapping a long losing streak a week ago, pitching a shutout on top of that, and you come right out and smack them in the mouth with 14 points.
You know, I think Bobcats were hungry, and they've been chomping at the bit to play some football and get out there and run around, and they're amped up and ready to go.
Ethan Crow will put the toe to it for the Cats. Short kick that hits at the 30-yard line. Bounce picked up there and immediately wrapped up. It's going to be a return of about 2 yards for Tyson McCain as he gets wrapped up by Wyatt McDermott on the special teams tackle, and Kemmerer with the ball for their second time in this first quarter. They'll have it 1st and 10 from their 32.
1st and 10, Rangers.
Bobcat defense gave up one big play there in that first drive on a 3rd and 7. They gave up a 37-yard pass play, but against the run, the Bobcats looked pretty good there in that first drive.
Yeah, that front line on both sides have really put in some work in the offseason, I think, and the coaching staff's put in some new blocking schemes.
Skidmore under center, two backs again in the backfield. McCain goes in motion. Handoff over the right tackle, and just as we said, they played really good against the run. It's a close to a 10-yard gain on first down for Reagan Walker.
They're going to give him the first down.
They're going to give him 10, so first down for the Rangers. Their second of the game so far. Walker coming in as the leading rusher for the Rangers. Kemmerer, a team that for years ran that double wing and ran it just as well as Glenrock did back in the day, and kind of moved away from that. You get different personnel, and you got to kind of switch things up and switch up your philosophy. Skidmore on 1st and 10, hands off. I believe that was Krell on the carry. Nope.
30.
Tyler McCain on the carry, and he'll pick up 3 on first down.
Brought down by number 33,
Eli McCumber with the tackle for the Bobcats. 2nd and 7 for the Rangers from their own 45. Cats leading 14-0, 4:40 to go in the first quarter, and the clock runs. Skidmore under center. Rolls out to his left, looking for a man open. Throws back across the middle of the field. That's picked off. Interception, Eli McCumber. And Eli will bring it back into Kemmerer territory. He's brought down at the 46-yard line. Skidmore with the cardinal sin. You don't throw back across your body to the middle of the field. And Eli McCumber, I'm not going to say, it was a great job of reading it by Eli, but Eli's not going to get an easier interception than that one right
No,
there.
that thing was right for the picking, let's put it that way.
Ball floated back in the middle of the field, and Eli there to pick it off, and the Cats will take over 1st and 10 from the Kemmerer 46. McDermott split out near side, snap back to Shumway in the gun, hands off to Farrell. Rhodey right up the middle, kicks it to the outside. Rhodey inside the 30, Rhodey inside the 20. Stiff arms a man inside the 5 to the goal line. Touchdown, Bobcats. Rhodey Farrell
46.
with a 46-yard touchdown run on the first play of the possession. And the Cats now lead 20-0 on the Pinnacle Bank scoreboard.
Holy cow. Rhodey Farrell, 5 carries already, accumulates 129 yards.
That play very similar to the last one he just scored on. It started up the middle, and then Rhodey, after bouncing off one defender, kicked it to the outside. McCumber with the extra point, and it's good. And the Cats push their lead to 21 with 4:13 to go in the first quarter. Back in 60 seconds with the Cat kickoff on KDNO 101.7.
P6 Station Stone-Fired Pizza is proud to sponsor Thermopolis Youth Athletics. When you open the door, it hits you. The smell of freshly baked wings or pizza. Your Stone-Fire creation comes out with the perfect golden brown crust, fresh toppings, and melted cheese that some can only dream of. Don't forget to check out the Pizza of the Month. Enjoy your meal inside or under the pergola. P6 Station Stone-Fired Pizza, 544 Park Street in Thermopolis.
For a place to relax, sip on your favorite specialty lattes or tea, and find the best gifts for any occasion, Storyteller is the place for you. Books brimming with compelling stories, gifts for the kids like Legos and coloring projects, and something for your family and friends like hats, jewelry, or a bag of award-winning Mountain Air roasted jackrabbit java. To learn more, visit StorytellerWyo.com or swing by at 524 Broadway in Thermopolis.
Bobcat scoring drive, one play, 46 yards. Rhodey Farrell with his second touchdown here of the first quarter, and the Cats with a 21-0 lead. 4:13 to go in the first quarter, and Bobcats capitalizing on the Kemmerer turnover. Ethan Crow ready to kick off for the Cats. Crow with the kick, another short kick fielded at the 32-yard line, out over the 40. And finally brought down at the 45. That's Jake Campman on the return for the Rangers, and Kemmerer will have it 1st and 10 from their own 45-yard line.
That Campman kid looks like he's got some size to him.
Yeah, I bet Jake Campman plays a little basketball over at Kemmerer as well, tall kid.
I would think so.
3rd possession for the Rangers. They have it 1st and 10 at their 45. Skidmore under center. Handoff off right guard, and a good gain of about 6 yards there for Regan Walker.
Regan Walker, the ball carrier, brought down by
Into Bobcat territory with that one. They'll spot it at the Cat 49-yard line. So 2nd and 4 for the Rangers.
brings up 2nd down.
Center already up there to the ball.
Center
Nobody else joining him.
Center and the wideout always break the huddle quickly for the Rangers, and they're at the line for 5 seconds before the rest of the team comes out. Fumble on the snap for Skidmore, and he's going to get positive yards as he picked it up and then kind of gets flung forward, and it's going to be enough for a 1st down. Mishandled the snap, but he had the presence of mind to pick it up. He didn't panic, and then again got the tackle, threw him forward, and it'll go as a gain of 4 for Skidmore and a Ranger 1st down. It's at the Bobcat 45. Clock runs, 3:15 to go 1st quarter. Cats up 21-0. Skidmore under center, hands off to Krell. Krell off left tackle, wrapped up and brought down. It's going to pick up about 4 yards. Eli McCumber and Austin Barrell on the tackle for the Bobcats. Spotted at the Cat 41, 2nd and 6 for the Rangers.
Not a whole lot of Kemmerer people made it up the road. It doesn't look like.
I counted 15 during the national anthem. So.
All right. There were some of them up at the golf course today, though.
2nd down for the Rangers. Skidmore will hand off, 1st man through, and he's going to pick up about 4 yards before being stood up there by Eli McCumber and Wyatt McDermott. That was Regan Walker on the carry. Going to be a couple yards short of the 1st down. 3rd and 2 for the Rangers from the Bobcat 37-yard line. Need to get the nose of the football just inside the 35. 2:05 to go 1st quarter. Skidmore again will take the snap, hands off to Walker. Walker makes one man miss. He's got the 1st down as he gets inside the 35 down to about the 33. Made a Bobcat miss in the backfield on a good cut, and that freed him up for the yards needed for the 1st down. 1st and 10 Rangers from the Bobcat 33. 5-yard gain there for Walker. Clock runs, 1:40 to go in the 1st quarter. This time of day, it's hard to see that scoreboard. Skidmore hands off to Krell. Krell wrapped up as he gets to the 30-yard line. That looked like Austin Barrell again there on the tackle. Hazen Thurgood there as well for the Bobcats. Short gain of 3 for the Rangers. 2nd and 7 from the Bobcat 30.
Donnie, you better get used to squinting at that scoreboard. We got a lot of early games this year.
Yeah. 2 backs in the backfield for the Rangers. Skidmore will hand off to Walker off the right side. Walker's got a 1st down. He's into the Bobcat backfield and all the way down inside the 20. Best run of the day for Walker.
Regan Walker, the ball carrier.
And Kemmerer with their best drive here of this 1st quarter. They're down to the Bobcat. We're going to spot at the 18-yard line, and Kemmerer calls a timeout with 58 seconds to go here in the 1st quarter. We'll take it as well. This is Camp Football KDNO 1017, back in 30.
Thermopolis Hardware and Mercantile is a proud supporter of Bobcats Athletics. There's so much more than a hardware store. You'll find Ashley furniture and decor perfect for your home. There's a great toy selection, as well as tools, kitchen items, grills, and a garden section. That means there's something for everyone at Thermopolis Hardware. Don't forget to check out their variety of custom cabinets, window shading, and flooring.
Hi, I'm Karen with Thermopolis Hardware. Buy local, be local. Go Bobcats!
58 seconds to go, first quarter. Bobcats leading 21-0 over the Rangers. But Kemmerer on their best drive here of this first quarter. Got the ball down to the Bobcat 18-yard line after the Reagan Walker first down run, and the Rangers have it 1st and 10.
Kemmerer wanting to take that time out and make the most out of this drive, I think.
Rangers will split a man out to the near side. Skidmore will stay under center, takes the snap, back to throw, rolling to his left. Pressure coming from Coyne. Adley's got him wrapped up, and Adley's going to bring him down for a sack. The second sack of the game for the Cats. Adley Coyne will get credit for the sack, and it'll be a loss of about 5 yards on the play, so 2nd and 15 for the Rangers. Clock runs with 35 seconds to go in the quarter. Skidmore again under center. Two backs split in the backfield. Handoff Walker off the right side. Stutter steps, and he's going to pick up maybe a yard on the play. Rhodey Farrell, Wyatt McDermott, and Jarek Sorensen on the tackle for the Cats. Clock's going to run down here in the first quarter, and it's been all Cats so far. They lead after one quarter, 21-0 over the Kemmerer Rangers. This is Cat Football KDNO, back with the second quarter in 60 seconds.
Gotchi Rehabilitation and Wellness knows what it means to be on top of your game. For over 60 years, Gotchi has led the field in providing physical therapy, occupational therapy, and wellness in Thermopolis and their facilities in Moreland, Basin, Powell, Cody, and Shoshone. Whether you're recovering from an injury, decondition, post-stroke, or just looking to take control of your health, you'll find years of dedicated experience paired with personal care at Gotchi Rehabilitation and Wellness. Learn more at gotchi.org.
I'm Travis Winger. I'm a financial advisor with Edward Jones, and we do, I pride myself on helping people with financial planning, achieving whatever goals are most important to them. The most valuable thing you have when it comes to planning for your future is time. The sooner you start and the more detailed your plan is, the better chance of success you have. First-timers are my favorite people to work with because they're hungry to learn, and coming to see me doesn't cost anything. I don't charge for appointments, I don't charge for anything. Come in, talk to me, and all you'll leave with is a little bit more knowledge than you came in with.
Edward Jones Financial Advisor Travis Winger, 435 Arapahoe Street, Thermopolis.
Welcome back to Bobcat Football. Cats leading at the end of one quarter, 21-0. Rhodey Farrell with a pair of touchdowns. Adley Coyne with a touchdown. He started the scoring for the 2021 season on a touchdown reception from Gavin Shumway. And Kemmerer on the move here. They got the ball inside the Cat 20, but they're now facing 3rd and 15 from the Bobcat 22-yard line. Skidmore under center, puts a man in motion, hands off to that man. That's Campman. Campman left side. He's going to get back inside the Cat 15 down to about the 13 before getting stood up there. It's not going to be enough for a first down, but you probably don't run that play if you're not going to go for it on 4th down. It'll be 4th and about 6 for the Rangers.
Ball carrier in distance. Sorry, Donnie.
Jake Campman. 4th and 6 for the Rangers from the Bobcat 13. Just underway, second quarter. Cats up 3 scores. Two backs split in the backfield. Skidmore under center. And whistles at the snap. And I think Kemmerer just used their final timeout of this first half. They did.
Ranger timeout.
So Rangers using their 3rd timeout of this first half with 11:07 to go in the second. Cats leading 21-0. This is Cat Football KDNO back in 30.
The choice is yours. Sutherland's Friends of the Family Plus Consumer Credit Card lets you choose from 5% off instantly at the register or special financing on qualifying purchases. That means no forms, no waiting, no rebates. You can choose 5% off instantly with your Sutherland's credit card. Got a big project? Choose special financing. The choice is yours with Sutherland's Friends of the Family Plus Consumer Credit Card. Subject to credit approval. Minimum monthly payment required. See store for details. Only at Sutherland's.
11:07 to go in the first half. Bobcats leading 21-0, and Kemmerer using their third timeout here on this fourth down play, facing fourth and a long 5 from the Bobcat 13. I guess it kind of shows how important this play is for Kemmerer, as they want to make sure they get the right play called here. Skidmore will go under center. Receiver split to the far side. Two backs split in the backfield. McCain goes in motion. Handoff will be to the other McCain. He's brought down the backfield for a loss. We've got flags on the play as well. I'm not sure if it was before the snap. Did they blow the play dead?
33, the ball carrier. Flag on the play.
Illegal shift on the Rangers. I would think the Cats will decline that. It'll be a turnover on downs, and the Cat defense holds. It's going to go as a 3-yard loss on that play. That was Tyler McCain on the carry, and he had no chance. He didn't even get himself turned up the field before being brought down. I think he might have got injured as he's over on the sideline there getting looked at by the coaching staff. Cats will take over 1st and 10 from their own 14.
Kemmerer's sideline only has about 6 reserves on it as it is.
Yeah, there's not a lot of boys suited up.
No.
Shumway from the gun. 3 receivers split to the near side. Farrell in the backfield with Shumway. Snap back. Swing pass out to Farrell left side. Rhodey makes one man miss. Tried to spin away and he couldn't. He'll get out over the 15 to about the 16. That looked like it was going to go for pretty good yards, but a nice job by the Kemmerer defense pursuing, and holds Farrell just to a gain of 2.
I thought that was good. I was with you. I thought that was going to be a busted open type of play off off their left side, and yeah, good pursuit like you said by Kemmerer.
2nd and 8 for the Bobcats. They're perfect 3 for 3 on drives so far to start this season. They'll put 3 receivers to the far side. McCumber splits out to the near side. Shumway from the gun, snap back, and Shumway will keep it himself. A little RPO there, and kind of like that option look where Shumway kept it there, picked up good yards out over the 20-yard line to about the 21, so it'll bring up 3rd and 3 for the Bobcats. Cats quickly to the line, then look to the sideline for the play. Shumway in the gun. Farrell off his right shoulder. Snap back, hand off to Rhodey. Rhodey right up the middle. Rhodey puts his head down, gets forward progress before getting pushed back. It's going to be close. I think they're going to give it to him. Yep, it will be enough. He needed 3. He got 3. First down, Cats. They'll move the chains here with 9:35 to go in the second quarter. Cats up 21-0 on the Pinnacle Bank scoreboard. Shumway will go under center this time. Tight formation for the Bobcats. This is kind of that double wing look you talked about. Coyne goes in motion, takes the pitch. Right side, he's got a head of steam as he runs over a teammate and a Ranger defender and gets out to the 29-yard line. That'll be gain of 5. 2nd and 5 for the Cats. Clock runs with 9:05 to go in the first half. Now the Cats will go I formation in the backfield. Farrell the deep back. So another little look here for the Bobcat offense. Second man through Farrell. He's wrapped up in the backfield. Good tackle there. First negative play for the Bobcats. It'll go as almost a 3-yard loss there. Called a loss of 2. It'll bring up 3rd and 7 for the Cats. So check that one off. The I formation didn't go well.
You don't have Logan Cole back there leading the charge like
That's
you did
true.
the last couple of years.
A big back leading the blocking back there. Logan Cole gone from a year ago. Remington Free, kind of the anchor of that line, gone to graduation as well. 3rd and 7 for the Cats. Shumway from the gun, and the Bobcats want to talk this one over as Coach McPhee with the timeout. 8:06 to go first half. Cats up 21-0 over the Rangers. This is Cat Football KDNO back in 30.
Dairyland and Hot City Coffee. It's your destination for your coffee fix or the perfect spot for lunch. The place you know for afternoon fun is also where you can try their full menu of burgers, specialty lattes, and blended drinks. Open 6 a.m. to 2 p.m. Monday through Saturday and closed on Sundays. Find them at 510 Park Street. Dairyland and Hot City Coffee, your hole-in-one choice for Thermopolis.
Welcome back, Cat Football. Bobcats using their first timeout of this first half, leading 21-0 on the Pinnacle Bank scoreboard. 8:06 to go in the first half, and the Cats facing a 3rd and 7 from their own 27-yard line. Need to get out to the 34. Bobcats have scored on their first 3 possessions of this football game. Season opener for the Cats. Sounds weird to say after there's been a bunch of high school football played already this year, but
it is what it is.
And we will, at halftime, we'll get you caught up. Obviously the Tongue River game, that goes as a forfeit. It won't be made up, but the Big Piney game will. And the date's already been set for that because it's a conference game. They will play that one, and we'll get you that date, new date during halftime here. But the Cats facing 3rd and 7. Shumway in the gun, brings Coyne in motion from the far side. Snap back. Shumway rolling out to his left. Zips one across the middle of the field, and I think he was trying to get to McCumber, but that was too far in front of Eli and goes incomplete. He also had a man that I don't have a number for that was streaking down the left side and wasn't able to.
Didn't see that one either.
It'll bring up 4th down for the Cats. Rody Farrell will go back to punt the ball for the Bobcats, their first punt of the game. And with Rody back there, you always got to be heads up for a fake. Kemmerer acts like they're coming after it. Snap back to Farrell. Rody will put the foot to it. High end over end kick. Fair catch signaled for and made at the Kemmerer 40-yard line. So the Kemmerer defense with a good possession there, forcing the Bobcat punt. The Rangers will take over at their own 40-yard line. 7:55 to go in the first half.
Good productive half out of the Bobcats so far, putting up 146 yards already on the ground, and that last pass by Shumway was his first incomplete. He was only thrown 2 prior to that, but both of them good plays. So not a whole lot of empty plays by the Bobcats, and Kemmerer does a good job of holding them.
Rangers come out 1st and 10 from their own 40. Skidmore under center. Hands off, first man through in the backfield. He breaks out of a tackle. That's Walker. Walker into Bobcat territory as he crosses midfield and gets upended at the Bobcat 47-yard line. That tackle for the Cats made by Zane Stam, if my roster's correct. First down for the Rangers on a 13-yard pickup there for Walker. Walker with had a good run on that last possession and a good one there to start this drive for the Rangers. Skidmore will go under center. 2 backs in the backfield. Snap back. First man through. I believe that's. And the ball came out. Nope, they're going to say the runner was down as he crossed the Bobcat 45 down to about the 44. Going to say his knee was down. It'll be a gain of 3 for Walker.
Okay. Yeah, it's hard to see who was carrying that ball in that mess.
Second and a long 7 for the Rangers. Ball just inside the Cat 45. 6:50 to go in the first half. Snap back. Skidmore had a hard time handling it again, and he's just going to try to make something out of nothing. And Going to pick up about a yard. Second time we've seen him bobble the snap.
A little trouble with the exchange.
Give Skidmore credit for 1 yard. It'll bring up 3rd and 7 for the Rangers. Ball spotted at the Bobcat 43-yard line. Again, tight formation for the Rangers. They only split one receiver out to the far side. Snap back. Krell with it off the left side. Gets behind a couple blockers. Gets down to the 40, then gets pushed backwards. Forward progress will take him to the 40-yard line. It's going to bring up 4th and about 3 for the Rangers. Farrell in on the tackle for the Cats along with Jarek Sorensen again. 4th and 3 for Kemmerer. They will go for it on the Bobcats side of the field. Cats held last time on 4th down. Skidmore under center. Goes hard count, trying to draw the Cats off. They're not going to bite. Kemmerer doesn't have a timeout, so they can't call a new play.
They're going to take the delay and punt it, I think.
Well, maybe they did have a timeout left. I thought they had used all 3.
Nope.
Huh. I could have swore they used 2 in that first quarter.
Math and technology, Donnie, not your friends right now.
Oh, either way, 5:17 to go in the first half, and Kemmerer with, this has got to be their last one, right? Unless
There's no way they have another one, Donnie, no way.
Maybe there was a rule change we didn't know about.
We didn't get the memo. I thought they only had 2 prior to this, but I know better than to second guess you, Donnie.
Well, I thought they had called 2 in the first quarter. But maybe one of those was the Cats that called a timeout in that first quarter. Either way, Rangers are facing 4th and 3 from the Bobcat 40.
Well, we don't have a Chris Webber type of situation here where they don't have a timeout.
Cats held on the last 4th down when Kemmerer got inside the Cat 15. We'll see if the Bobcat defense can stop him here on this 4th and 3. Bobcat defense back on the field. Waiting for a Kemmerer player to relace the shoes. We're set to go. Skidmore under center. 2 backs split in the backfield. Campman goes in motion. They'll give it to him on the jet sweep left side. Campman has the first down as he pushes forward to the Bobcat 35, and the Rangers will convert on 4th and 3. 5-yard gain for Campman.
Campman, ball carrier for the Rangers.
Big guy, Campman, 6'4".
Doesn't run real hard. He just kind of picks his way through and finds an opening. 1st and 10 Rangers from the Cat 35. The clock runs with 5:05 to go in the first half. Cats leading 21-0 on the Pinnacle Bank scoreboard. 2 backs again. Toss this time to Walker right side. He's got Skidmore out in front of him as a lead blocker, and he'll pick up about 5 yards on 1st down. Adley Coyne on the tackle for the Bobcats. 2nd and 5 Rangers from the Cat 30.
Kemmerer doing a good job of a sustained drive here. Bobcats kind of that bend don't break kind of deal here. Let's see what that pays off for them.
This drive started at the Kemmerer 40. We've gone 25 yards here. Been kind of methodical about it, 30 yards. Walker with the handoff over right guard. He'll push forward for 3, maybe 4. He's going to be short of the first down. Give him 3 on the carry. 3rd and short for the Rangers as the clock continues to run. It's down to 4 minutes to go in the half. And right now, Kemmerer's best defense against the Bobcat offense is just staying on the field. Keeping the Bobcat defense out there. Krell and Walker in the backfield. It'll be Walker right up the middle. Gets the first down. Ball out again. There's a scramble for it. Cats say they've got it. Umpire is right there. And the Cats do have it. stripped away in the middle. Jarek Sorensen right there, also Austin Barrow right there for the Cats. I don't know which one ripped it away, but Walker had it ripped right out of his hands as he came off center there, and the Cats with their second turnover, and they'll take over 1st and 10 from their own 25-yard line.
I think Barrel fell on top of it.
You could see someone trying to rip it away from Walker as he crossed the line of scrimmage.
And talking to the other statisticians, I believe that he also stripped the ball. So Barrel with the stripped fumble recovery.
Two receivers to either side. Shumway quick throw outside to McCumber. Eli with the catch and gets out to about the 29, maybe the 30-yard line. Quick toss there. That'll be a 5-yard gain out to the 30 for Eli McCumber. Shumway from the gun. Farrell in the backfield will move off to his left shoulder. Two receivers to either side. Snap back. Shumway will keep it himself. Gavin's got a first down as he crosses over the 35, gets flung forward close to the 40. Good job carrying out the fake there with Rhodey Farrell, and two Ranger defenders bid on Rhodey, and well, they should. But Gavin pulled the ball back, kept it himself, and picked up first down out to the Cat 40-yard line, or 39-yard line. That's a gain of 9 for Shumway. 1st and 10 Cats from their own 39. Clock at 2:45 to go in the first half. Motion man Eli McCumber, he'll take the handoff, jet sweep left side. Eli cuts it up the middle, out close to midfield, gets stood up at about the 48. It's going to be just shy of a first down, give McCumber 9 yards on the carry, and the Cats have a second and a short one as the clock runs at 2:20 to go in the first half, and I know the Cats would love to put up another score here before the break. Shumway from the gun. 3 receivers split far side. Coyne will come in motion. Direct snap to Rhodey Farrell. He's got the first down as he crosses midfield. Pushing his way forward, he'll get to the 48-yard line of the Rangers, and on that last play, the Thermopolis Bobcats cross midfield. And AARP Wyoming wants to remind you, good things happen after 50. To see what is going on for folks over 50 in Wyoming, check out AARP Wyoming's Facebook page. Kevin, that's all about you being over 50.
I was going to say they put that ad in for you, my friend.
1st and 10 Cats from the Kemmerer 48. Shumway with the snap. Back to throw. Throws outside. That's caught by McCumber. Eli makes a man miss. Gets it to the outside. Gets inside the Kemmerer 40. Late flag coming in. Really late. McCumber had a blocker out there with him. I'm not sure what they got here. Came from the back judge. Here comes another flag. Going helmet to helmet? Is that what it was?
Might be. Targeting?
Is that when you put the two fists together?
Yeah. You don't see it often, but that might be a...
Eli McCumber with the reception. They're going to say this is on the Cats, I believe. He'd have enough for a first down, and if this was... I guess if it was during the play from the spot, we'll see what they march off here. This is going to be 15-yard penalty. This is a personal foul.
So we count the reception. It's a 10-yard reception.
Well, I'm waiting to see. I think he held up one finger, so it's going to be 1st and 15 for the Cats. You mark it off like a holding call. It's from the spot of the foul, so if you take the penalty, you get the down over. So 15-yard penalty on the Cats, so no reception for McCumber. Football back on the Bobcat side of the field, and whistles stop things momentarily here. Minute 15 to go in the half. I think the Kemmerer coach is getting things explained to him.
I'd like it explained to me. I'm not quite sure what happened.
You might be asking why it's first down, but if you take the penalty, the down goes back. You don't.
Because it was first down originally.
You don't get down and yardage. First and 15 Cats from their own 47. 3 receivers to the near side. Still haven't had a whistle to put anything in play yet. Now they're taking Adley Coyne off the field. The officials.
Are they kicking him off
I think he's got a helmet issue.
Yep.
Because it just went to the trainer helmet. Got to have some repair done. So Justin Bassey comes in for Coyne. And now the Cats will get set to go here. Clock's running. Under 30 seconds to go in the quarter, or in the half, and everybody takes off, but the ball doesn't get snapped, and this will cost the Bobcats another 5. And what looked like a good chance to put some more points on the boards quickly going the other way as the Cats back up 5 more yards. It'll be first and 20 from their own 42, and there's 21 seconds to go in the half. We'll see how aggressive Coach McPhee wants to be here with 21 seconds to go in the half. 2 receivers, make it 3 receivers, split to the far side. Farrell in the backfield with Shumway. Snap back. Shumway back to throw, setting up a screen, gets it to Farrell. Rohde's got blockers in front of him, makes a man miss, but can't get away from the other Ranger defenders, and this ends up being only about a 5-yard gain on the screen pass. And again, another play that looked like it might go for more. 5 yards on the completion. And the Cats with a timeout with 11 seconds to go in the half. So the Bobcats are thinking that they would maybe like to bust a big play here. You never know.
Might as well.
Can't take the timeouts with you. Can't carry them over, so you might as well use it. And Coach McPhee's drawing in the dirt now. He's got guys going all different directions. Going to run the annexation of Puerto Rico here. Second and 15 for the Cats. 11 seconds to go in the half.
Little Giants reference there. Gosh.
You picked up on that.
Yeah, I know the annexation of Puerto Rico.
So does Coach McPhee.
Yeah.
I guarantee he knows it. You're about to see it. 21-0. The Cats in front. They've scored on their first 3 possessions of the ball game. And the defense has had a little bend to it, but they have forced a couple turnovers in this first half. And I would think, all things considered and what this team and program has been through the last 3 weeks, Coach probably couldn't ask for a better first half to start the season.
Yeah, no one's going to be mad going to the locker room 21-0. Obviously, Coach McPhee's still going to have some things he wants to talk about, but got to be pretty well pleased with your first 2 quarters of football.
Second and 15 Cats. 3 receivers far side. Shumway in the gun. Brings Coyne in motion. Adley back in there after getting the equipment fix. Shumway back to throw. Pressure coming. Lets one go left side. He's got a man. That's Coyne with the catch. Adley down to the 27-yard line. That'll be a first down. Clock's at 4 seconds. It's stopped to set the change. I think the Bobcats want to get up and spike it. Ball hasn't been put in play yet. Snap back, and Shumway does spike it. And the clock stopped with 3 seconds to go. Headsy play there by the Cats to get up to the line of scrimmage and get set. And they'll get one more play here before the end of the first half. Coyne with a good catch. He kind of got himself twisted up there going back for that football, but he was able to haul it in and come down with it. And first down for the Cats. This will be the final play, you would think, of the first half, barring a defensive penalty.
We're going to give him 28 yards on that pass play.
Second and 10 for the Cats after the spike of the football to stop the clock. 3 receivers to the right side for the Cats. Farrell in the backfield with Shumway. Snap back. Gavin back to throw. Pressure coming. Forces him to the right. Complete to McCumber. Eli's going to make a couple man miss. He's inside the 10. Inside the 5 and can't stretch it out. He's going to come up about 2 yards short as he did all he could to try to get that ball to the end zone, but the Cats will come up about 2 yards short on the final play of the first half. But a good first half for the Cats here to open the 2021 season. They lead 21-0 over the Rangers after 2 quarters of play, and we've got the Hot Springs Health Halftime Show coming up in 2 minutes. This is Cat Football KDNO, back after this.
From one corner of the state to the other, over 82% of Wyomingites wear their seatbelts. And to the 18% who don't, we say, let's buckle up for life, Wyoming.
Did you know the Gotchi Rehabilitation and Wellness in Thermopolis also has something called the Gotchi Wellness Center? It's your dream gym with cardio equipment, cable machines, free weights and dumbbells, hydraulic resistance machines, and personal trainers that care about your goals. The Wellness Center is huge and includes a rock wall, pegboard, sled, tires, punching bags, squat rack, and a whole lot more. Check out the Senior Wellness class. To take the first step to a healthier you, visit gotchi.org.
P6 Station Stone-Fired Pizza is proud to sponsor Thermopolis Youth Athletics. When you open the door, it hits you. The smell of freshly baked wings or pizza. Your Stone-Fire creation comes out with the perfect golden brown crust, fresh toppings, and melted cheese that some can only dream of. Don't forget to check out the Pizza of the Month. Enjoy your meal inside or under the pergola. P6 Station Stone-Fired Pizza. 544 Park Street in Thermopolis.
For a place to relax, sip on your favorite specialty lattes or tea, and find the best gifts for any occasion, Storyteller is the place for you. Books brimming with compelling stories, gifts for the kids like Legos and coloring projects, and something for your family and friends like hats, jewelry, or a bag of award-winning Mountain Air roasted jackrabbit java. To learn more, visit StorytellerWyo.com or swing by at 524 Broadway in Thermopolis.
Welcome to the Hot Springs Health Halftime Show. The Bobcats leading Kemmerer 21-0 in the Bobcats season opener here of the 2021 football season. The Bobcats scoring on their first 3 possessions of the game. Adley Coyne with a touchdown reception from Gavin Shumway. Rhodey Farrell with a pair of touchdown runs for the Bobcats. And Cats coming up a couple yards short right there at the end of the first half, looking to go up by 4 scores. But Kevin, we talked a little bit about it there late in that second quarter. I don't know that the Bobcats could have asked for a better start. Offense was clicking early on, and the defense able to make plays when they needed to, forced a couple turnovers. Things looking good here so far in the opener.
Yeah, I mean, Kemmerer had that one good drive, and like you said, the Bobcats just kind of brought them to a halt and forced that turnover on that strip fumble recovery. And Bobcats looking good on both sides of the ball. I mean, like I said, I don't have any complaints as to what I'm seeing out there right now. And as a coach, though, I know you're going to go into that locker room and say, we're doing good, but there's a couple small things that we could always do better.
You know, you knew coming into the year, you know what Rhodey brings to the table. Rhodey, good running back, had a solid year last year, comes back as the leading rusher. You know what Gavin brings to you. For me in that first half, the surprise, surprise might not be the right word. Adley Coyne making a position switch. Adley's been an alignment, and Adley makes a position switch. Ends up being a ball carrier, a receiver for this team, and Adley had a really good first half offensively for the Bobcats.
Yeah, Adley making that switch, like you said, off the offensive line, and it's interesting, like I said, going through those starting lineups, I'm just basically calling these guys skill position players. I mean, we've got 4 guys out there that they're going to line up as a wing, or they're a tight end, or I call it kind of a hybrid player, a hybrid tight end, slot receiver kind of player. You bring him in motion. We've seen Adley run the ball. We've seen Adley catch the ball. We've seen Gavin do really well at that read option that they've kind of put in there. I was curious coming into the season. You switch Gavin over as the quarterback partway through last year as a sophomore, and now he comes in and makes that progression as a junior where he's now in that full-time deal as the quarterback, the starting quarterback. So I think some really good moves offensively by the Bobcats in positions. And again, that offensive line, we knew Remington Free last year was the man and owned that left side of the offense, and some big shoes to fill. But I think the offensive line collectively as a unit has really kind of shored up and done a pretty good job of creating holes and protecting Gavin, allowing him to make some of those passes down the field.
On the other side of the ball, the Bobcats, a good first half. They gave up some yards here and there, and Kemmerer was able to get the ball inside the Bobcat 15 on one occasion before the defense forced a turnover on downs. But the Bobcat defense able to get a couple turnovers, and the Bobcats +2 in the turnover margin through a half of football.
I mean, we talk about that all the time. We talk about. I feel like a broken record half the time when I do keys of the game. It's you always want to win that turnover battle. Very few teams win a turnover battle and lose the game. I mean, it happens, but the odds aren't very high. And the Bobcats do a great job. Like I said, the defensive line making that strip fumble, and then the defensive backs making the play on the ball. So great things both sides of the ball by the Bobcats, and as a commentator, I'm pleased at what I'm seeing of the product they're putting out on the field right now.
Bobcats able to turn one of those turnovers into points as Rody Farrell scored his second touchdown off of that Bobcat interception, and the Cats leading 21-0 here at the break. We'll take a 60-second break, come back, and Kevin will get you the numbers from the first half. It's the Hot Springs Health Halftime Show, KDNO, back in 60.
Thermopolis Hardware and Mercantile is a proud supporter of Bobcats Athletics. There's so much more than a hardware store. You'll find Ashley furniture and decor perfect for your home. There's a great toy selection, as well as tools, kitchen items, grills, and a garden section. That means there's something for everyone at Thermopolis Hardware. Don't forget to check out their variety of custom cabinets, window shading, and flooring.
Hi, I'm Karen with Thermopolis Hardware. Buy local, be local. Go Bobcats.
Gotchi Rehabilitation and Wellness knows what it means to be on top of your game. For over 60 years, Gotchi has led the field in providing physical therapy, occupational therapy, and wellness in Thermopolis and their facilities in Moreland, Basin, Powell, Cody, and Shoshone. Whether you're recovering from an injury, decondition, post-stroke, or just looking to take control of your health, you'll find years of dedicated experience paired with personal care at Gotchi Rehabilitation and Wellness.
Welcome back to the Hot Springs Health Halftime Show as the Bobcats lead 21-0 here at the half over the Kemmerer Rangers, and with our first half numbers, here's Kevin.
All right, we'll start off with the visiting Kemmerer Rangers. Skidmore at quarterback, not much success on the ground, 4 attempts, -11 yards, 1 for 2 passing, 37 yards and an interception, so kind of tough sledding for Skidmore out there. Several ball carriers for the Rangers. We've got Krell, 4 carries, 12 yards. Regan Walker, their main ball carrier, 13 rushes, 51 yards. He did have that costly fumble there that was recovered by the Bobcats. Then we have the McCain brothers, 1 carry by Tyson for 1 yard, 3 carries by Tyler, 2 yards total for those. And then we've got Campman with 2 carries, 14 yards. I do need to mention that Tyson McCain had the only reception for the Rangers, 1 catch, 37 yards. For the Kemmerer Rangers, I've got a total of 106 yards total offense for Kemmerer. Let's move up to the stats everyone's wanting to hear. The Thermopolis Bobcats, led by quarterback Gavin Shumway right now, 3 carries, 21 yards, 6 passes completed out of 7 thrown, 92 yards and a touchdown. The main guy doing some damage out there, though, is Rody Farrell, 8 carries, 34 yards, and a pair of touchdowns already in the first half, alongside 2 catches for 7 yards. Eli McCumber, 1 catch, 9 yards. 1 rush, 9 yards, 2 catches, 29 yards. Adley Coyne, 1 rush, 5 yards, but he has 2 big catches for 56 total and a tutty as well. So throws that touchdown in there, and the Bobcats offense is rolling with 260 yards of total offense in the first half. And that is your Thermopolis Eye Care. Look at the stats.
Thank you, Kevin, and want to remind everybody the Bobcat golf team hosting the 2A state golf tournament this weekend. Round 1 today up at Thermopolis Golf Course, and round 2 will be tomorrow. They'll start at 9 o'clock up at Thermopolis Golf Course, and the last update we got, senior Hardy Johnson leading in the individual portion of that tournament. Hardy finishing with a 77 today, so 7 over. I know it's not where Hardy wanted to be score-wise after the first round, but the Bobcats are 1-2 in the individual side, as Hardy Johnson with that 77 is in first place, and Brother Hadley in second with an 85. Going down through, Will Clark with a 95 today. He's sitting in 8th place, and Seth Wire in 13th with a 103. And as we work our way down, Jonah Needham in 27th with a 117. So Kemmerer putting up a good showing today up at the golf course. I think it's going to be a dogfight tomorrow between the Cats and the Rangers when it comes to the team title tomorrow. But the Bobcats looking to repeat as state champs on their home course tomorrow afternoon, and Hardy Johnson looking to be 4-time state champion. It's hard for me to say it, and you know it.
I do.
Because of the work that Hardy and I have done for a lot of years, and I've known that guy since he was a little squirt, and I know the work that he puts in, and so it does choke me up a little bit to think that he could be a 4-time state champion, but he's on the right track after the first round today.
Mm-hmm. And I know it's tough for the Johnson boys. They lost their dad not long ago, and it's hard. I know it's hard for you too. You guys were good friends, and a lot of support for those kids up at the golf course, coaches alike. It's the Johnson boys in Thermopolis and golf are just kind of where it's at right now, and it has been for a while, and their family and the golf course, special place and special time for those guys. So but it's cool to see both the Johnson boys up there. It was windy up there today, so a lot of higher scores than I think we were anticipating, and I think tomorrow it's supposed to be windy again, but a little warmer. So good chance for the Bobcats. Like I said, Kemmerer up there they got 4 of them up there in the top 10, I believe, so they're putting up a fight. So it's a battle between Kemmerer and Thermop on both aspects tonight.
Absolutely. Cross-country team in action tomorrow. They'll be up at Sheridan for a cross-country meet as they get back into things after a couple weeks off. The volleyball team got back at it last night. They hosted Douglas in a conference game, conference match here at Bobcat Gym, falling to the Bearcats 3-2. The Lady Cats on the road tonight in Newcastle for a conference match. And then tomorrow, Brandon Daramidi, if you're listening, or if somebody is listening and can let us know, on my original schedule, I had them playing in Tongue River tomorrow. WyoPreps has that game being here against Tongue River tomorrow. So if somebody could clear that up for me, I would certainly appreciate it, and let us know where the volleyball match with Tongue River is tomorrow afternoon. Bobcat football team back at it next Friday. They'll be here at Leroy Hayes Field as they'll take on Lovell in the homecoming game here in Thermopolis. And also want to let people know that tying into homecoming next week, the Bobcat Athletics Hall of Fame induction will be Thursday night, a week from last night, up at Thermopolis Middle School, inducting Tom Zupan, Jack Cooper, Shauna Farrell. Back in the day, she was Shauna Buckner. Mm-hmm. And the 2009 state champion football team going into the Hall of Fame next week. So that's part of homecoming. Those people will be part of the homecoming parade next Friday. They'll be recognized at halftime of the football game next Friday night against Lovell. So a lot of stuff going on next week as the Bobcats celebrate homecoming next week and welcome the Bulldogs here next Friday night. It'll be a 7 o'clock kickoff. Kevin and I will be on the air about 6:30 with the Gotchi Rehab pregame show leading up to that kickoff. And then, as we mentioned in the first half, the game with Big Piney that was postponed a week ago has been rescheduled for Tuesday, October 19th. So the Bobcats will play 3 games in 7 days to finish out the regular season. 2 of those games are over the mountain on the west side of the state. They'll play at Mountain View on the 15th, which is a Friday, get a couple days off, go back over to Big Piney on the 19th for that makeup game, and then come home and play on the 22nd against Pinedale to round out the regular season. So something you don't hardly ever, if ever, see a football team have to play 3 games in a 7-day period.
Yeah, and who doesn't like to go to Big Piney on a Tuesday? So, yeah, especially high school. I mean, that's tough for any level, really, to play 3 games in a week, and let alone 2 of those being that far of a road trip over down to Bridger Valley area. And, man, that's going to be a wild end of the season, but it could be a blessing. I mean, you keep your kids going. If you're rolling, I guess. That could be a good thing, but that does make quite the interesting end of the season for the Bobcats. And like you said, you heard McPhee say in our pregame interview, Forcella's thing is nobody cares, work harder, right? So that's the position we're in, and those are the cards we're dealt, so let's roll with it.
Bobcats leading 21-0 here at the half. We will take a 60-second break, come back. We'll have the start of the third quarter. It's been the Hot Springs Health Halftime Show, KDNO, back in 60.
.org.
I'm Travis Winger. I'm a financial advisor with Edward Jones, and we do, I pride myself on helping people with financial planning, achieving whatever goals are most important to them. The most valuable thing you have when it comes to planning for your future is time. The sooner you start and the more detailed your plan is, the better chance of success you have. First-timers are my favorite people to work with because they're hungry to learn, and coming to see me doesn't cost anything. I don't charge for appointments, I don't charge for anything. Come in, talk to me, and all you'll leave with is a little bit more knowledge than you came in with.
Edward Jones Financial Advisor Travis Winger, 435 Arapahoe Street, Thermopolis.
Welcome back to Bobcat football, and Cats leading 21-0 as we get ready to start the third quarter here. There has been one final already in 2A football. Big Piney defeated Pinedale this afternoon 28-0, if I'm reading that correctly. And in the fourth quarter, Cokeville all over Mountain View 28-0. And so Mountain View, it really breaks my heart to see a team like that just rolled over people for the last 4, 5, 6 years. Maybe going through a little bit of a rebuilding down there at Mountain View. And Cokeville, a team that we're going to see in a couple weeks. We'll be making our first ever trip to Cokeville High School and taking on a team that a year ago made the jump up to 2A football. They didn't want to drop to 9-man. Mm-hmm. And they came in here and punched the Bobcats in the mouth on their home field. And I know the Cats would like to go over and return the favor in a couple weeks, but that's a really good football team over at Cokeville.
I heard a rumor that they had a good football team over there, like they win pretty much all the time, right? Go down to Mountain View. The game's in Mountain View, correct? And walking into Mountain View and punching them in the face, so that'll be an interesting test for the Bobcats when they see them down in Cokeville. And, I've been living in Wyoming for 16 years now, and I've never set foot in Cokeville, so that could be interesting.
That game is in Cokeville today, by the way, but I've lived here longer than you, and I've never been to Cokeville either. So we have a pretty good idea that we will not be broadcasting from a booth when we go over to Cokeville. We think we will be under a canopy in the open air calling the football game. We may be pleasantly surprised when we go over there, but I don't think so.
If Dana or Travis McDermott is listening, we could use an RV to sit in and, stream from. That'd be great. So we're getting ready to kick off here real fast. I'm going to give you some quick keys to the second half. Travis Winger, Edward Jones. We're going to eliminate the big plays by Kemmerer this second half. I think the other one would be keep Mountain View's keep the momentum going and score more than 21 points. I'm going to let you call this kickoff, and I'll finish with my last key of the second half.
Kemmerer will receive to start the second half. Ethan Crow with the toe to it. Short kick again that hits at the 31, and Kemmerer quickly runs up and Krell falls on it at the 32-yard line, and that's where the Rangers will have it 1st and 10.
Like I said, keep that momentum going, keep putting points on the board by the Bobcats. But the last one, I mentioned it in the first half. First game of the season, I want to see what our conditioning looks like as a team and make sure we don't wear down late in the game and have mental errors. So the last one's going to be conditioning, and that is your Edward Jones, Travis Winger's keys to the second half.
Thank you, Kevin. Kemmerer with 1st and 10 from their own 32-yard line. Skidmore under center will toss to Walker, sweep to the right side. Adley Coyne there first to make contact with him, and this is going to go as a loss of a couple yards on the play as Coyne got some help from Carson Williams on that tackle, and it'll go 1 yard loss officially for Walker, so it'll bring up 2nd and 11 for the Rangers. Just underway, third quarter. Kemmerer with some shifting going on in the backfield. Now they come set. Skidmore with the snap, back to throw across the middle. He's got a man. That's caught. That's Campman out over the 45, and he'll get brought down at the 46-yard line. That'll be enough for a Kemmerer first down. Campman, a big, tall receiver, and able to haul that one in. Rangers 1st and 10 from their own 46.
Did you get yardage on that, Donnie?
No.
Okay.
But I'm not doing yardage, so. 10:55 to go, third quarter. Rangers 1st and 10. Hand off to Krell, left side, and Krell will get out near midfield before being drugged down there by Adley Coyne. They'll spot it right at the 50-yard line. Gain of 4 for Krell. 2nd and 6 for the Rangers. Brody Sorensen running into the game for the Cats on the defensive side. Receiver split to the near side for the Rangers. 2 backs in the backfield, same formation that's been going on all game for Kemmerer. Walker with the handoff from Skidmore, and he'll get into Bobcat territory at about the 48. It's going to bring up 3rd and a long 3 for the Rangers. Eli McCumber on the tackle for the Bobcats. Clock running, 9:50 to go, third quarter. Cats leading 21-0 on the Pinnacle Bank scoreboard. Rangers facing 3rd and 3 from the Cat 48. Need to get just inside the 45. And there's motion on the Kemmerer side. You could see the Kemmerer back. He was trying everything he could not to fall forward. He had a good lean going, and he just couldn't stop his momentum. 5-yard penalty, so that changes things up a bit for the Rangers. Instead of 3rd and 4, it's 3rd and 9. Changes your play call a little.
Yeah, it does.
Ball back into the Bobcat side of the field. Skidmore under center, back to throw, looking across the middle again to Campman. He's got it. He's got a first down as he gets inside the 40 of the Cats. Same play that they ran last time for first down. And the Rangers starting to find a little something in the middle of that Bobcat defense. It'll be a gain of about 15 as Campman takes it to the Cat 38-yard line. 1st and 10 Rangers. 9:20 to go, third quarter. Campman with the snap, handoff. First man through, that's Krell. Krell stood up at the 35-yard line by Rhodey Farrell and then thrown backwards. They'll give him progress to the 35.
Number 33, ball carrier for the Rangers.
Excuse me, 33 the carrier. That's Tyler McCain. It was still Rhodey Farrell on the tackle. 3-yard gain, 2nd and 7. Clock runs, 8:45 to go in the third. Cats up 3 touchdowns. Skidmore will hand off. That's McCain again. He gives ground in the backfield, and he's going to be brought down for a loss. Good pursuit there. That's Gavin Shumway on the tackle for the Bobcats, as McCain took the handoff left side, and he did more east-west running than he did north-south, and he's going to lose about 4 there. It'll bring up 3rd and 11 for the Rangers. Ball just inside the Bobcat 40-yard line. One receiver split to the near side. Back split in the backfield. Snap back. Skidmore will roll out to his right. Pressure coming. Ball batted down. Adley Coyne got a big hand up and knocked the pass down, and it goes incomplete. It'll bring up 4th and 11. Rangers, I would think, will go for it here on 4th down. That official needs to reset that football. There we go. That stops the clock with 7:50 to go on an incomplete pass, and Kemmerer lines up like they're going to punt it away. I'm a little surprised here. I thought they'd go for it inside the Cat 40. Snap back to Walker. He'll put the foot to it. High end over end kick it short. Cats need, and takes a big Kemmerer bounce inside the 10, inside the 5. Cats don't need to fall on that.
Nope.
Good punt there from Walker. It didn't look like it was going to be that good, but it took a big Kemmerer bounce inside the Bobcat 5-yard line and gets down to the 2. And that's where the Cats will take over for their first possession of the second half. Leading 21-0 on the Pinnacle Bank scoreboard, 7:37 to go in the third. Start getting to the point, Kevin, here in the second half where the defense starts thinking about pitching a shutout.
Yeah.
And there's a lot of pride on that side in pitching a shutout.
If I know Coach Forcella like I do, I'm pretty sure it's on his mind.
Shumway from the gun will take the snap, hands off to Farrell. Rhodey out over the 10, stutter steps, breaks a tackle out near the 15. Good hard running by Rhodey Farrell as he broke out of a neck tackle. Ball spotted at the 15-yard line, so a gain of 13 for Farrell on first down, and that gets you out from the shadow of your own goalpost.
Open up the playbook a little more.
Rhodey over 100 yards in that first half, along with a pair of touchdowns. McCumber will split to the near side. 3 receivers to the far side. Farrell in the backfield with Shumway. Snap back. Shumway looking to throw. Short pass. That's caught by Coyne. Adley out over the 25, the 30. Across midfield. Grabbed from behind and brought down inside the Kemmerer 45-yard line. They'll spot it at the 43. That's a gain of 42 on that short pass, and Coyne doing a lot of it with his legs, and that's another Bobcat first down. On that last play, the Cats crossed midfield, and AARP Wyoming wants to remind you good things happen after 50, Kevin. To see what's going on for folks over 50 in Wyoming, check out AARP Wyoming's Facebook page. First and 10 Cats from the Kemmerer 43, 6:40 to go in the third quarter.
Donnie, I need to remind you that I go solicit sponsorship, so you better watch it.
Shumway will bring McCumber in motion to the left side. He'll give it to Eli. Eli on the jet sweep, kind of weaves his way through traffic. Gets to about the 40-yard line, maybe down to the 39 before getting pushed back. A couple times we've seen Eli run on that jet sweep, and positive yards each time. He'll pick up about 3 here on first down, bring up 2nd and 7 Cats. Leading 21-0 on the Pinnacle Bank scoreboard, looking for more. 3 receivers near side. McCumber will split out to the far side. Shumway from the gun will keep it himself after the fake to Farrell. Spins out of a tackle. Gavin inside the 30, inside the 20. inside the 10 and brought down near the 5-yard line. Gavin Shumway doing some good running as well. Showing defenses that he's another weapon out of the backfield with his legs. Down, they're going to spot it at the 7-yard line.
33-yard carry.
Cats have it 1st and goal from the Kemmerer 7. 5:25 to go, third quarter. Cats leading 21-0. One of the few times we've seen the Cats huddle up. They'll bring 3 receivers to the near side. McCumber split out far left. Farrell and Shumway in the gun. Coyne brought in motion from the right side. Snap back, direct snap to Farrell. Rohde gets down to about the 5 and brought down there. Start setting up defenses when you bring Coyne in motion and direct snap to Farrell. One of these times it's going to get snapped to Shumway and somebody's going to be open on a pass, on a wheel route. I can see it coming. Because I don't know that anybody's accounting for Adley as he goes in motion. I think they're starting to think it's going to be a direct snap to Rohde. 2nd and goal, Cats from the 5. 2 receivers to either side. Shumway from the gun. Snap back. Gavin will keep it himself. Did he lose it?
He might have, but he got it back if he did.
If he did bobble it, he fell back on it. He's going to lose about a yard back to the 6-yard line. So we'll bring up 3rd and goal for the Cats. Clock runs, under 4 minutes to go in the third quarter. Cats looking to add to their 21-0 lead here. 3rd and goal from the 6. Shumway from the gun, as he's been all game. Snap back. Gavin looking to throw. Across the middle and caught in the end zone. That's a Bobcat touchdown. Adley Coyne on the receiving end of his 2nd touchdown pass this afternoon. Cats lead 27-0. 6-yard touchdown pass. Shumway to Coyne. Owen McCumber on for the Bobcat extra point. Shumway will hold. Snap back, kick on the way, and it's good. 3:39 to go in the third quarter. The Bobcats push their lead to 28-0 over the Rangers. This is Cat Football KDNO. Back with the kickoff in 60 seconds.
The choice is yours. Sutherland's Friends of the Family Plus Consumer Credit Card lets you choose from 5% off instantly at the register or special financing on qualifying purchases. That means no forms, no waiting, no rebates. You can choose 5% off instantly with your Sutherland's credit card. Got a big project? Choose special financing. The choice is yours with Sutherland's Friends of the Family Plus Consumer Credit Card. Subject to credit approval. Minimum monthly payment required. See store for details. Only at Sutherland's.
Dairyland and Hot City Coffee. It's your destination for your coffee fix or the perfect spot for lunch. The place you know for afternoon fun is also where you can try their full menu of burgers, specialty lattes, and blended drinks. Open 6 a.m. to 2 p.m. Monday through Saturday and closed on Sundays. Find them at 510 Park Street. Dairyland and Hot City Coffee. Your hole-in-one choice for Thermopolis.
3:39 to go in the third quarter. The Bobcats lead Kemmerer 28-0. A 6-yard touchdown pass. Gavin Shumway to Adley Coyne. The second time in this game that those two have hooked up. And Bobcats, good solid first game here so far through the first 2.5 quarters on both sides of the ball. Ethan Crow ready to kick off. He's going to be the most worn out kid out here. Short kick at the 35, picked up there by Campman. He brings it out over the 40 to the 45 and about the 46-yard line is where the Rangers will start this possession.
Cantlin on the return for the Rangers. Brought down by number 12, Wyatt McDermott for the Bobcats. First and 10 Rangers from their own 46-yard line.
I want to remind everybody, if you're watching or listening to this and you've got family in other places that can't be here in person, let them know about the audio and the video. Video, the addition this year to the broadcast, as Regan Walker takes the first down carry into Bob right at midfield.
Walker, the ball carrier.
Well, they're going to spot it just over midfield into the Bobcat side. Gain of about 6 for Walker on first down. But people can catch the video on YouTube. Go to WyoToday, WyoToday, and bring it up that way. Or on your Android device, you can download WyoToday and bring up live games, I think it says live games.
Live sports.
Live sports. And then click on the Bobcats. Seth Krell with the handoff. He gets free in Bobcat backfield. Krell's going to take it to the house from 49 yards out. Seth Krell with the touchdown run. And there goes the shutout for the Bobcat defense, as Seth Krell with a 49-yard touchdown run. He took it off left tackle and got through the first line of the Bobcat defense and peeled it back to the right side. And there it became a foot race, and Seth Krell's got some wheels as he broke away from the pack and puts the Rangers on the scoreboard. 2:43 to go in the third. Nick Carlson will attempt the extra point. Man late coming on for the Rangers. Regan Walker will be the holder. Snap back, it's low. Kick away, and it's good. 2:43 to go in the third quarter. The Rangers aren't going to go quiet. They put up 7 points. Cats lead 28-7. This is Cat Football KDNO, back with the Kemmerer kick in 60 seconds.
From one corner of the state to the other, over 82% of Wyomingites wear their seatbelts. And to the 18% who don't, we say, let's buckle up for life, Wyoming.
Did you know the Gotchi Rehabilitation and Wellness in Thermopolis also has something called the Gotchi Wellness Center? It's your dream gym with cardio equipment, cable machines, free weights and dumbbells, hydraulic resistance machines, and personal trainers that care about your goals. The Wellness Center is huge and includes a rock wall, pegboard, sled, tires, punching bags, squat rack, and a whole lot more. Check out the Senior Wellness class. To take the first step to a healthier you, visit gotchi.org.
Kemmerer touchdown drive, 2 plays, and Seth Krell with a 49-yard touchdown run, and the Rangers get on the board. Cats lead 28-7, 2:43 to go in the third quarter. And for only the second time in this ball game, Nick Carlson will kick off for the Rangers. Rhodey Farrell with a decent return to start the football game. Cats have scored twice on the ground and twice in the air. Kemmerer just waiting for the official to send him out. Onside kick, and the Cats, pretty easy recovery there for the Bobcats. As the Bobcat that covered that up, Ryan Ahrens, number 23 on special teams, was able to haul that in, and the Cats will have it. Good field position to start this drive on their own 47-yard line. So Kemmerer trying to catch the Bobcats, maybe a little off balance there, but the Cats did a nice job, got a nice high bounce on that onside attempt.
I don't think the Bobcats were in full-blown onside recovery mode, but I'm
No.
sure they were aware.
Sure, absolutely. Three receivers to the near side, Shumway and Farrell in the backfield. McCumber in motion. Shumway toss underneath to Wyatt McDermott. Wyatt into Kemmerer territory down to the 40-yard line. That'll be a gain of 13. Here comes a late flag. I believe the Rangers are going to get whistled for a personal foul here after the play. It happened way back over on the other side of midfield, on the Bobcat side of the field. The white hat threw the flag. He was looking right at it. I believe the Kemmerer player is pleading his case, but the second guy always gets the flag.
Yep.
It is a personal foul on the Rangers. That will add 15 to the end of the play, so instead of being 1st and 10 at the 40, it's going to be 1st and 10 at the Kemmerer 25. Wyatt McDermott, that goes as a pass.
Yep.
With the reception
And
coming
Bobcats
underneath.
are hurrying up to the line.
2 receivers to either side. Jack Ream and Wyatt McDermott near side. McCumber and Coyne to the far side. Farrell in the backfield with Shumway. 1st and 10 Cats from the Kemmerer 45. Clock runs 2:15 to go in the third. Cats need to hustle this one up. They're taking a long time. And we got all kinds of movement, but no whistles. Shumway is going to keep it. This is a busted play. Gavin trying to make something out of nothing. Now he's got a blocker in front. Gavin gets inside the 25-yard line before getting rocked backwards. Now we've got flags coming in on the far side.
Might be a late hit.
No, we're got another one of these from the far side official. Fist banging together. I'm not sure what that means.
I have to look that one up. It's been a minute
It's a
since I've
personal
officiated a
foul.
game.
I don't know if that's helmet to helmet is what that signal means. It's a personal foul, whatever it is. So it's going to take the ball back out to the Kemmerer 44-yard line.
On the Bobcats again.
Yep. It happened on the far side of the field when Gavin first was running that direction on that busted play.
I'm not sure what that was. Maybe we'll have to ask Coach McPhee what this means.
Kevin will have to look it up he'll have to Google that during a timeout and see what. Either way, it's 1st and a long, long ways for the Cats. They need to get down to the 15. The ball's at the Kemmerer 44. So 1st and 29 for the Cats. Clock at 1:40 to go here in the third quarter. Shumway from the gun. Snap back. He'll hand off to Farrell. Rhodey on the right side, inside the 40, inside the 35, breaks through a tackle, inside the 25, down to about the 20. He got a lot of that 29 yards needed back as he gets brought down at the 21-yard line. It's going to bring up 2nd and 6 for the Cats. So 23 yards on that carry for Farrell. 60 seconds to go here in the third. As the Cats huddle up again, now come to the line of scrimmage. 3 receivers to the far side. McCumber, the lone receiver on the right. Shumway will keep this himself. He's got Farrell in front as a blocker. Gavin has the first down as he goes hard inside the 15 down to about the 13. That'll be a gain of about 9. Give him 8. 1st and 10 Cats from the 13-yard line of the Rangers. We'll see if the Cats get one more playoff here. Clock stopped with 32 seconds to go to set the chains. Now it fires back up. I don't think the Cats are going to be in a hurry here. I think
They might
Coach
run
McPhee's
one.
going to let this.
They're going to run one, I think.
3 receivers near side for the Cats. Shumway, direct snap to Farrell. Rhodey wrapped up as soon as he crosses the line of scrimmage. Falls forward for maybe a yard, and that will be the final play of the third quarter. We've got 8 minutes to go in this one. The Cats lead 28-7 at the end of 3. This is Cat Football KDNO. Back with the fourth quarter in 60 seconds.
P6 Station Stone-Fired Pizza is proud to sponsor Thermopolis Youth Athletics. When you open the door, it hits you. The smell of freshly baked wings or pizza. Your Stone-Fire creation comes out with the perfect golden brown crust, fresh toppings, and melted cheese that some can only dream of. Don't forget to check out the Pizza of the Month. Enjoy your meal inside or under the pergola. P6 Station Stone-Fired Pizza, 544 Park Street in Thermopolis.
For a place to relax, sip on your favorite specialty lattes or tea, and find the best gifts for any occasion, Storyteller is the place for you. Books brimming with compelling stories, gifts for the kids like Legos and coloring projects, and something for your family and friends like hats, jewelry, or a bag of award-winning Mountain Air roasted jackrabbit java. To learn more, visit StorytellerWyo.com or swing by at 524 Broadway in Thermopolis.
Welcome back to Cap Football. I said there was 8 more minutes to go in this one. I guess that's if you're playing youth football. There's 12 minutes to go in this ball game as the Cats will have it to start the fourth quarter. 2nd and 9 from the Kemmerer 12-yard line. Bobcats leading 28-7 as we get ready to start the fourth. My broadcast partner has been efforting trying to find out what that signal is from the officials, and we can't find it.
You know, it's been about almost 2 years since I probably officiated the game, and that wasn't in play when I was there, and I can't figure this one out.
2nd and 9 for the Bobcats as we start the fourth quarter. 2 receivers to either side. Snap back. Shumway will keep it himself, and Kemmerer was all over that play. They had more white shirts in the backfield than the Cats had people to block, and it will go as no gain for the Cats. So it'll bring up 3rd and 9. For the Bobcats, leading 28-7. Cats scored on their first 3 possessions of the game and have looked solid here in their season opener. Shumway from the gun, snap back, and whistles stop this play. We've got offsides on Kemmerer coming, I believe, which means somebody lined up across the ball. Cats will. You're obviously going to take this. You're going to make it 3rd and a long 4 instead of 3rd and a long 9. So 3rd and 4 for the Bobcats. They'll set up again. 3 receivers to the near side. Shumway from the gun. Hands off Farrell, left side. Rhodey picking his way through. He's going to have the first down as the pile just pushes toward the goal line. They're going to spot him down. Nope, they're going to say touchdown. I didn't see it come from one of the side judges. I thought he was going to be spotted a yard short. Rhodey Farrell with his 3rd touchdown of the game, this time from 7 yards out. And the Cats lead 34-7 pending the extra point.
Rhodey just starting the season off with a bang.
Snap down, kick on the way is no good. And with 11:09 to go in the fourth quarter, the Cats push their lead to 34-7 over the Rangers. This is Cat Football KDNO, back with the Cat Kick in 60 seconds.
Thermopolis Hardware and Mercantile is a proud supporter of Bobcats Athletics. There's so much more than a hardware store. You'll find Ashley furniture and decor perfect for your home. There's a great toy selection, as well as tools, kitchen items, grills, and a garden section. That means there's something for everyone at Thermopolis Hardware. Don't forget to check out their variety of custom cabinets, window shading, and flooring.
Hi, I'm Karen with Thermopolis Hardware. Buy local, be local. Go Bobcats.
Gotchi Rehabilitation and Wellness knows what it means to be on top of your game. For over 60 years, Gotchi has led the field in providing physical therapy, occupational therapy, and wellness in Thermopolis and their facilities in Moreland, Basin, Powell, Cody, and Shoshone. Whether you're recovering from an injury, decondition, post-stroke, or just looking to take control of your health, you'll find years of dedicated experience paired with personal care at Gotchi Rehabilitation and Wellness. Learn more at gotchi.org.
Rody Farrell with the 7-yard touchdown run, his third touchdown of the game. Extra point no good. The Bobcats lead 34-7, 11:09 to go in the fourth quarter. That's the most anticlimactic touchdown call of my broadcasting career because I didn't get a signal from any of the officials that it was a touchdown until the white hat threw his hands up, and he's 15 yards behind the play. Ethan Crow will kick off. End-over-end kick fielded at the 25-yard line. Campman out over the 30. Campman to midfield, breaks out of a tackle. He's on the Bobcat side of the field now, and Cats finally bring him down at the 40-yard line. Jake Campman with a good return there for the Rangers, and they'll have good field position here to start the drive at the Bobcat 40.
Like you said, Campman, not a fast runner, just kind of lets someone bounce off of him and a couple more yards, and someone else kind of bounces off of him and then a couple more yards there.
Yeah, there's no breakaway speed there.
No.
It's just he kind of weaves his way around and breaks out of some tackles. And Rangers will have it 1st and 10 at the Bobcat 40. 10:58 to go in the ball game. Skidmore will toss it to Walker. Walker right side. Gets inside the Cat 40 down to about the 37 before being brought down there. Farrell, Coyne, and Barrel on the tackle for the Bobcats. Gain of 3 for Walker. 2nd and 7 Rangers.
Coyne and Williams.
Reminder to everybody, next week is homecoming. The Bobcats will host the Lovell Bulldogs here at Leroy Hayes Field. 7 o'clock kickoff. Snap back Krell this time off the left side. Will get inside the Cat 35 down to about the 31-yard line. That's going to be about a yard or two short. They're going to spot at the 32. So 3rd and 2 for the Rangers. 10 minutes to go here in the ball game. It's been all Cats in this one. They lead 34-7. Starting to smell some popcorn down in front of us, Kevin. I'm getting a little hungry. Skidmore under center. Takes the snap. He'll keep it himself on just a sneak straight ahead. He's going to have enough for the first down. His forward progress takes him inside the Bobcat 30.
Skidmore on the
First down Rangers. They'll move the sticks.
south by the interior of the Bobcat defense. Good enough for a
1st and 10 Kemmerer, ball just inside the Bobcat 30-yard line. I'm not sure the Kemmerer center even knows what play is called each time. He just goes straight to the football. And
I would hate to be. He's down the most of everybody. I would not want to be in that position.
Skidmore with the snap. He'll give it to Walker, first man through. He's able to push forward for about 2 yards before being stood up there.
Walker, the ball carrier for the Rangers.
Farrell and Jarek Sorensen on the stop for the Cats. 2nd and 8 for Kemmerer.
Yeah, I feel
Ball
like
at the Bobcat 28.
I feel like they just give the center the, are we going on 1, are we going on 2, and he just goes and assumes the position.
Could be. Rangers will split a receiver out to the near side. 2 backs in the backfield. Hand off to Krell off right tackle. He's got room to run. Krell into the secondary again of the Cats, and he goes inside the 5-yard line before being brought down. They're going to spot it at the 4. Good run again for Krell. He's got the Kemmerer touchdown in this ball game. Going to be 1st and 10 for the Rangers at the 4-yard line. That came from the 28, so 24-yard carry there for Seth Krell.
Thanks for your help with yardage tonight, Tony, because this is...
You're doing a great job. I mean, And I mean that in all seriousness. You're doing a camera, you're doing stats, you've got a lot going. Krell with the handoff again here on first down, and that's going to go nowhere as Adley Coyne, first one to meet Krell as he got to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and goal for the Rangers. Clock runs with 7:50 to go in the ball game.
Do apologize if you are watching this and you get an occasional zoom in shot of a chain link fence. Just bear with us, folks.
2nd and goal for the Rangers. Snap back to Skidmore, pass across the middle, and that's too tall for everybody. Campman's 6'4", but even he didn't try to jump for that one. It was about 7 yards over his head. 3rd and goal for the Rangers. He tried to just release Campman as a tight end there, and Skidmore rushed that throw just a little bit. Bobcats will get Jack Ream into the defensive backfield here before this play. Toss to Walker. Walker's going to get brought down from behind. Good pursuit there. That's Austin Barrel coming in from behind, and can only be a 2-yard gain for Walker, so it'll bring up 4th and goal from the 2-yard line for the Rangers.
Bobcat fans making some noise.
Clock runs, 7:05 to go in the game. Rangers huddled up. Now they're coming to the line of scrimmage. You would think it's going to be Krell or Walker, one of the two here. Nope, it'll be Skidmore keeping it himself. Gets a push from behind. Did he get enough? He did.
Touchdown, Rangers.
Riggin and Krell just got behind Skidmore and pushed him ahead. And it'll be a 2-yard touchdown run for Tommy Skidmore. And Bobcat lead now at 34-13, pending the extra point from Nick Carlson.
Number 54, Nick Carlson. On to attempt the extra point for the Rangers.
Walker will be the holder. Snap back, better snap this time. Kick on the way, and good. Extra point is good with 6:45 to go in the ball game. The Cat lead at 20, 34-14 over the Rangers. 60-second timeout here on KDNO. Back with the Kemmerer kick in 60.
I'm Travis Winger. I'm a financial advisor with Edward Jones, and we do, I pride myself on helping people with financial planning, achieving whatever goals are most important to them. The most valuable thing you have when it comes to planning for your future is time. The sooner you start and the more detailed your plan is, the better chance of success you have. First timers are my favorite people to work with because they're hungry to learn, and coming to see me doesn't cost anything. I don't charge for appointments, I don't charge for anything. Come in, talk to me, and all you'll leave with is a little bit more knowledge than you came in with.
Edward Jones Financial Advisor Travis Winger, 435 Arapahoe Street, Thermopolis.
The choice is yours. Sutherland's Friends of the Family Plus Consumer Credit Card lets you choose from 5% off instantly at the register or special financing on qualifying purchases. That means no forms, no waiting, no rebates. You can choose 5% off instantly with your Sutherland's credit card. Got a big project? Choose special financing. The choice is yours with Sutherland's Friends of the Family Plus Consumer Credit Card. Subject to credit approval. Minimum monthly payment required. See store for details. Only at Sutherland's.
Tommy Skidmore with the 2-yard touchdown run for Kemmerer. The extra point good, and the Bobcat lead now at 20, 34-14, 6:45 to go in the ball game. We'll see what Kemmerer does here on this kickoff if they try another onside. Cats are expecting it. They've got 10 guys within 10 yards of the football, or within 15 yards of the football. Rangers line up like they're going to kick it away this time. Another onside attempt. It's rolling, picked up by the Bobcats. Nice job again by the Cats. I think that was either Shumway or McDermott that covered that one up. It was Wyatt McDermott covering it up for the Cats, and the Bobcats will have it 1st and 10 from their own 45-yard line as we Have 6:44 to play here in this one. Cats have never trailed.
First and 10 from their own 45-yard line.
Coach Elder with the fumble on the sidelines.
Shumway from the gun will have two receivers to either side. Farrell will stay in the backfield. Snap back to Shumway. Pass outside to McCumber real quick. Eli with the catch, and he'll pick up a couple yards on that quick toss before being brought down by Campman. 2nd and 8 for the Bobcats. Ball placed on the near side hash.
Short gain on the play. Bring up the 2nd down.
I think the Cats would love nothing more than a 6-minute drive here and just eat up the rest of the fourth quarter.
I'd be cool with that too.
2nd and 8 Cats from their 47. Again, two receivers to either side. Shumway will stay in the gun. Snap back. Shumway will keep it himself. He's got Farrell in front of him going out the right side. Shumway across midfield and down to about the Kemmerer 46, maybe 47-yard line. And on that last play, the Thermopolis Bobcats cross midfield, and AARP Wyoming wants to remind you good things happen after 50. To see what's going on for folks over 50 in Wyoming, check out AARP Wyoming's Facebook page. 3rd and a long one for the Cats. Need to get to the Kemmerer 45-yard line. 3 receivers near side for the Cats. Snap back to Farrell on the direct snap. He's got the first down. Rhodey inside the 30, inside the 20.
He gone.
And it's a house call for Rhodey Farrell from 47 yards out. His 4th touchdown of the ball game, and the Bobcats lead 40-14.
I knew he was gone about 6 yards into that run.
Good game to start the season for Rhodey Farrell. His 4th touchdown on the ground here this afternoon.
Do you think after this the scouting is going to call for Rhodey Farrell? And I apologize, people watching at home. I missed a lot of that run.
Snap back on the extra point, kick away, and it is good from Owen McCumber. 5:16 to go in the 4th. The Bobcat lead now at 41-14. Take a 60-second break, come back and have the Bobcat kickoff here on KDNO.
Dairyland and Hot City Coffee. It's your destination for your coffee fix or the perfect spot for lunch. The place you know for afternoon fun is also where you can try their full menu of burgers, specialty lattes, and blended drinks. Open 6 a.m. to 2 p.m. Monday through Saturday and closed on Sundays. Find them at 510 Park Street. Dairyland and Hot City Coffee, your hole-in-one choice for Thermopolis.
From one corner of the state to the other, over 82% of Wyomingites wear their seatbelts. And to the 18% who don't, we say, let's buckle up for life, Wyoming.
Did you know that
Rhodey Farrell with the 47-yard touchdown run, his 4th of the game, and the Bobcats with the extra point now lead 41-14 over the Kemmerer Rangers. 5:16 to go in the ball game.
Well, so much for that 6-minute drive.
Well, I'll take the points. Ethan Crow will kick it off for the Bobcats. Short kick goes through the hands of a Kemmerer player. That's a live ball. And
we might have it. I'm not quite sure here.
I think the tie is going to go to the runner. I think they'll give it to the Rangers.
Wyatt McDermott in there.
Yeah, they're going to say Kemmerer football. And I think Wyatt's got a cramp.
Oh. It would appear so.
Yeah, he told Rhodey, quit trying to stretch it out. Just pick me up and get me off. You're not helping.
Yeah, get me out of here.
1st and 10 Rangers from their own 40. Skidmore brings the Ranger offense out to the line. From under center, he'll toss it to Walker. Walker right side, needs to make Shumway miss and can't. Adley Coyne there to help out, along with a couple of other Bobcats. Walker did a good job of keeping his feet moving. He'll pick up about 3 on the play. Bring up 2nd and 7. Shumway did a good job of sealing off the edge and forcing Walker back inside. Cats subbing some players in here as Brody Sorensen checks in on the Bobcat defensive line. Skidmore under center. We'll give it first man through. That's Krell again, right up the middle. That's a play he's busted long twice here in this second half, and he picks up enough for first down here as he got flung forward to the Bobcat 45. That's a gain of 12. And to remove the sticks for the Rangers. Clock runs with 4:25 to go in the ball game. Bobcats have led since the opening drive of the game. Kemmerer just now getting to the line of scrimmage as the clock's down to 4 minutes to go in the ball game. Snap back, first man through Walker. He'll push forward inside the Bobcat 40-yard line down to about the 39. Big gain of 6. Second and 4 for the Rangers from the Bobcat 39-yard line. It's going to be a good opening win for the Cats, Kevin, after a couple-week break and not being able to get together and work out and work on all the things that you saw during that scrimmage with Warland. And Cats came out and looked good today.
Yeah, they're really doing good. Like talked about, I don't see a whole lot of hands on hips or anything. They look pretty well still conditioned. And coaching staff's got to be pleased.
Regan Walker with the carry. He'll pick up 3 yards. He's going to be about a yard shy of where he needed to get to. 3rd and 1 for Kemmerer from the Bobcat 36. Clock
And
under 3 to go.
And the center is ready. Ready to rock.
Skidmore comes up under center. Takes a snap. He'll keep it himself. Inside the 35. He'll pick up a couple yards, and that'll move the sticks again for the Rangers. Give him 2 yards to the 34. Clock will stop for just a moment. Now they'll fire it back up after they get the stick set. 2.5 to go in the ball game. Want to remind you to stick around for our Click It or Ticket post-game show. Kevin will have final game numbers. We'll also have a chance to talk with head coach Matt McPhee. Skidmore back to throw, and he had pressure coming from Rody Farrell and threw that one out of bounds. Intended receiver was, well, it wasn't Campman. That's been his go-to guy here in this ball game. I don't have a number on that player.
I think it was 80, but I don't have an 80 on my roster.
Well, half the roster doesn't have a number attached to it. And I guess if I was to get on a soapbox, it'd be nice to have one central place you can go to find an entire roster. Because Max Preps is not getting it done.
And these views are not those expressed by WyoToday Media today, but by Donnie Bjork.
Well, when half the roster doesn't have a number attached to it, it doesn't do you any good.
It's tough. I mean, to their credit, Coach McPhee did make a couple number changes on us today right before the game, but yeah, there's no rosters on half, or no numbers on half of that.
Seth Krell with the handoff on 2nd and 10. He's going to pick up about a yard. Bring up 3rd and 9 for the Rangers. Clock at 2 minutes to go in the ball game. Kemmerer with a couple touchdowns here in the second half. Cats had a shutout going through the first 2 quarters. And Seth Krell with a touchdown for the Rangers and Tommy Skidmore with another. Skidmore under center. He had a back move, and that's going to be blown dead.
He had about 3 people moving forward on that one. I think Kemmerer's just kind of content to run this clock down and get on the bus and head home.
Yeah, I mean, you're not this isn't an offense that's built to go quick anyway.
They've thrown 5 passes in the second half.
And they huddle after every play.
Yeah.
They're not a team that can go up or likes to go up tempo, nor do I think you have the personnel to do that. When you've only got 7 kids suited up on the sideline, it's not like you can keep a tempo like that going and run some fresh bodies on.
Yeah.
I mean, literally, the Cats have 4 times as many players suited up on the sideline as what Kemmerer's got. Snap back to Skidmore. He's going to keep this one himself, running off to the right side. And he meets Mr. McCumber at the 30-yard line. No, that's not Eli. That's Chris Aarons on the tackle. Good job of coming up and meeting Skidmore and bringing him down.
He's going to get about 7 yards on that.
Bring up 4th and 6 for the Rangers. Clock under a minute to go here. And some more substitutions for the Cats.
Big 72 Austin Barrels. Day is done. He's going to come to the sidelines. Good job out of him today.
Yep, good game for Austin on both sides of the ball, but really on that defensive side, he's one of those anchors on that D-line. Skidmore under center. Hands off to Campman. Campman picking his way through. It's close to a first down. I'm not sure on that spot that he got it, though. He did not. He was brought down about half a yard short. Needed to get inside the 25-yard line, and he got it just to the 25. So the Cats hold on 4th down, and we'll take over on downs, and I think we'll go victory formation here, I would guess.
I would assume so as well.
27 seconds to go in the game. Rhodey Farrell is deep.
Yep.
As the safety valve. Victory formation is set. Gavin Shumway will only need to snap this one time. And he takes the knee, and the Bobcats will pick up their first win of the season. They'll go be 1-0 in conference play. And a good start, Kevin, for the Bobcats here this afternoon.
Excellent, complete game by the Bobcats, and we will visit about that in our postgame show.
As the clock winds down, the two teams making their way to the sidelines. Cats 1-1 on the season, 1-0 in conference play as they defeat Kemmerer here this afternoon. 41-14 the final on the Pinnacle Bank scoreboard. We'll take a 2-minute break, come back with the Click It or Ticket postgame show. This is Cat Football KDNO, back in 2 minutes.
Wellness in Thermopolis also has something called the Gotchi Wellness Center. It's your dream gym with cardio equipment, cable machines, free weights and dumbbells, hydraulic resistance machines, and personal trainers that care about your goals. The Wellness Center is huge and includes a rock wall, pegboard, sled, tires, punching bags, squat rack, and a whole lot more. Check out the Senior Wellness class. To take the first step to a healthier you, visit gotchi.org.
P6 Station Stone-Fired Pizza is proud to sponsor Thermopolis Youth Athletics. When you open the door, it hits you. The smell of freshly baked wings or pizza. Your Stone-Fire creation comes out with the perfect golden brown crust, fresh toppings, and melted cheese that some can only dream of. Don't forget to check out the Pizza of the Month. Enjoy your meal inside or under the pergola. P6 Station Stone-Fired Pizza. 544 Park Street in Thermopolis.
For a place to relax, sip on your favorite specialty lattes or tea, and find the best gifts for any occasion, Storyteller is the place for you. Books brimming with compelling stories, gifts for the kids like Legos and coloring projects, and something for your family and friends like hats, jewelry, or a bag of award-winning Mountain Air roasted jackrabbit java. To learn more, visit StorytellerWyo.com or swing by at 524 Broadway in Thermopolis. Thermopolis Hardware and Mercantile is a proud supporter of Bobcats athletics. There's so much more than a hardware store. You'll find Ashley furniture and decor perfect for your home. There's a great toy selection, as well as tools, kitchen items, grills, and a garden section. That means there's something for everyone at Thermopolis Hardware. Don't forget to check out their variety of custom cabinets, window shading, and flooring.
Hi, I'm Karen with Thermopolis Hardware. Buy local, be local. Go Bobcats.
Welcome to the Click It or Ticket postgame show. The Bobcats picking up the win tonight, 41-14 over the Kemmerer Rangers to start the 2021 season for the Bobcats. They scored on their first 3 possessions of the game. First drive was 4 plays and a touchdown. I believe that was the same way on the second drive. I think it was 4 or 5 plays and a touchdown. And the Cats never looked back as they jumped out to a 21-0 lead. They led 28-0 at the half. Kemmerer with a couple touchdowns in that second half from Krell and Skidmore, but never really, no, not even really, never did Kemmerer threaten in that ball game. The Bobcats were in control, both sides of the ball. I think it was a well-played game all the way around for the Cats. Special teams was solid. You made, 5 of your 6 extra points, or 6 of 7 extra points in the ballgame, whatever the number is, and just a good all-around solid start for the Bobcats this afternoon.
Yeah, I mean, like you said, you wait 2 weeks for this, and I think they're chomping at the bit a little bit, and they came out ready to go. And I mean, 41-14 in your your season opener at home is a heck of a start to the football season, and we saw a lot out of there. Rody Farrell just running around like his hair was on fire, I think, and the rest of the Bobcats did really well. And I think the thing that I was really impressed with, too, that we've seen in the past that they've struggled with was ball security. We've had those fumbles that inopportune times, down there at the goal line and stuff, but not a single ball on the ground tonight, really, by the Bobcats. There was a couple mishandles on the handoff, but nothing major. Or on the handoff on the exchange, but nothing major. No one's out there, trying to do anything too extra. That you give what they give you, or you take what they give you, and the Bobcats capitalize. So a great first game, complete game by the Bobcats.
And they come out on the positive side of the turnover margin. Defense forced a couple turnovers in that first half, a pick, a fumble. Bobcats didn't turn it over at all in the ball game. And I think, we always talk in that first game of the season, things are always just a little sloppy. You got some procedure penalties, or you're a little bit sloppy with ball handling, like you mentioned, and some things right away need to be cleaned up. You didn't really see a lot of that today. Not a lot of penalties in this ball game for either side. It was a pretty clean game for the most part. And you would almost expect that from the Kemmerer team. This is game number 3 of the season for them. But for the Bobcats to play a fairly clean game like that, I would think that's another, and maybe in the coach's mind, that's one of your bigger positives, is how clean game 1 was.
Yeah, I mean, I'm looking through. I think I might have missed one of the personal foul or whatever the fist-bashing penalty was that we're still trying to figure out was. But, I mean, that might have been 4 penalties total on the Bobcats, a couple procedure guys said moving, too many people moving at the same time. But, yeah, a really good, clean game. And, again, I think we sat here with Coach McPhee, and we asked, we don't know what that 2-week break prior to the season was going to bring. And you really expect, first game of the season and having missing 2 weeks of practice, you'd see a lot of that stuff. But absolutely not. They came out focused, disciplined, ready to go, and the coaching staff's got to be really pleased with that.
And I guess the icing on the cake is win number 1 of the season is also a win in conference play. And so you're 1-0 in conference play now. You set your sights on a very good Lovell team that's coming in next week. That was a 3-point game a year ago in Lovell, but Lovell has early on this season has gained the attention of a lot of people with the start that they've had. They got a big game tonight with Lyman, so we'll probably get a much better indication of what kind of team Lovell is after playing Lyman tonight, but that's a 1 versus 2 game tonight up in Lovell. So you're now able to set your sights on Lovell. It's homecoming week and everything associated with that, but a good win tonight in preparation for a good team coming in next week.
Yeah, I've talked to athletic director Darren Meady, and I don't know why we didn't flip-flop these games for homecoming. I mean, you got Lovell coming in here for homecoming next week, and they ain't no easy task to climb there. I mean, holy cow.
Yeah, very good team coming in next week. We're going to take a 60-second break, come back, and either have final game numbers or an interview with Coach McPhee when we return. This is the Click It or Ticket postgame show, KDNO, back in 60 seconds.
Gotchi Rehabilitation and Wellness knows what it means to be on top of your game. For over 60 years, Gotchi has led the field in providing physical therapy, occupational therapy, and wellness in Thermopolis and their facilities in Moreland, Basin, Powell, Cody, and Shoshone. Whether you're recovering from an injury, decondition, post-stroke, or just looking to take control of your health, you'll find years of dedicated experience paired with personal care at Gotchi Rehabilitation and Wellness. Learn more at gotchi.org.
I'm Travis Winger. I'm a financial advisor with Edward Jones, and we do, I pride myself on helping people with financial planning, achieving whatever goals are most important to them. The most valuable thing you have when it comes to planning for your future is time. The sooner you start and the more detailed your plan is, the better chance of success you have. First-timers are my favorite people to work with because they're hungry to learn, and coming to see me doesn't cost anything. I don't charge for appointments, I don't charge for anything. Come in, talk to me, and all you'll leave with is a little bit more knowledge than you came in with.
Edward Jones financial advisor Travis Winger, 435 Arapahoe Street, Thermopolis.
The choice is yours. Sutherland's Friends of the Family Plus Consumer Credit Card lets you choose from 5% off instantly at the register or special financing on qualifying purchases. That means no forms, no waiting, no rebates. You can choose 5% off instantly with your Sutherland's credit card. Got a big project? Choose special financing. The choice is yours with Sutherland's Friends of the Family Plus Consumer Credit Card. Subject to credit approval. Minimum monthly payment required. See store for details. Only at Sutherland's.
Welcome back to the Click It or Ticket postgame show as the Bobcats win their season opener this afternoon, 41-14 over the Kemmerer Rangers, and we've got Bobcat head coach Matt McPhee working his way this direction. I see him starting to head this way, but Cats 1-0 in conference play after the 41-14 win here this afternoon, and as I think coach is going to be a coach, and he's going to be happy with some things, and he's going to talking about some things that he saw that the team needs to work on. But we are joined by head coach Matt McPhee, and coach, congratulations on win number 1 of the season. Your initial thoughts here shortly after the game's completed.
Just feels good to be out, be back. Really, it was a quick week. It was a whirlwind of a few weeks, and it's just fun to watch the kids get out there and run around. I think a couple kids got tired pretty early, but that's expected. And we're 2 weeks behind everybody, but we're 1-0. Got a conference win, and it looks like we came out healthy as well.
You and Kevin talked in the pregame. We all heard about what the 2 weeks off and not being able to do things, and then coming back after it, and everybody's got a couple weeks under their belt. So I'm not even going to go there with you. Instead, I want to get your thoughts on. We talked at halftime a little bit about some players and their play in the first half, and I think the person that I was most pleased with in this ball game, not because of whatever numbers he put up in the game, but because of what he has adjusted to from last year to this year, is Adley Coyne, going from offensive line to now being a main part of your offensive attack. He came out today and looked like a player that's done this part of the game forever.
You started explaining who you were going to go, and I knew where you were going well into that. So, no, absolutely. I think he might have been, the best. He played a heck of a defensive game. He really did. He played a great defensive end game tonight, and we're trying to get him the football as well. I think we've got 2 pretty talented kids in the backfield, and we're just finding ways to get Adley the football. And it was neat to see him on the sideline. Here's a senior that's a year ago spent time at was actually spent the entire year at the offensive line. We had some talented kids in the backfield. One of them who's playing college in Logan Cole, and he put his time in, and just proud of him. He's worked really hard. The kids in the weight room, and I'm glad you see that as well.
When did this change come about for you? As soon as last season ended, or is this something that maybe as the spring, summer started to go along that you said, hey, maybe we ought to throw him into a little bit more part of our offense?
Right. Well, we've always known Adley's a really good athlete. And, with the talent that we had last year, our guards and our offense are important aspects. I mean, they really are. We want good athletes at our guard position. But, we went to camp in June, and he played running back for us at camp. We knew he was a guy we wanted to get the ball to. It was just a matter of, where we kind of settled down offensively formation-wise. And, he's got a good set of hands. You saw him grab the ball from, some good, some reaches up there with the hands, and he's just a good athlete, but yeah, proud of him, and we've been expecting this for a while from Adley.
Well, it's my turn to talk, I guess. So, Donnie's post-game show. Great first game. I mean, we talked about all the things that went right, all the things that looked good. You said, you had a couple guys a little winded. I thought you guys actually looked pretty good out there. Not a whole lot of hands on the hips at the end of the game, but coach speak here, I guess. We always talk about things. There's always something you can improve on. So give me one, maybe two things that you're going to maybe look forward to next year, especially with Level coming for homecoming, that you're going to look to improve upon.
Kevin.
Hey, I asked the hard question.
Yeah, no doubt. We can improve on a bunch of things. I didn't think we tackled well. We just talked about it as a coaching staff right there. I think on special teams we gave them pretty short fields, and the defense, they bowed pretty well and didn't give up a whole bunch of points. But, you can't let a good team like Level, and I'm okay talking about Level right now. I mean, they're a good football team, and I think they've got Lyman today. We'll find out more about who really is good. But, we've got to improve our tackling. We've got to improve all the way around. I do think we need to get in better shape. I think, I looked across the sideline, watched a lot of film this week, and it reminded me, we took 18 kids down to Kemmerer a year ago, and I look over, and they've got the same thing. There's 17, 18 kids, and we still only play about that many kids. So we've got to get in good shape, but that's just something that will come with time.
Not looking too far ahead here, you got time to enjoy win number one, overcoming some bizarre circumstances that nobody else in this state has had to go through, knock on wood, so far this year. How do you keep the kids maybe grounded just a little bit and not let them get too amped up? It's one win in week one for you. We've got a really good football team coming in next week, and we've got to turn our attention and focus that direction.
You're exactly right, and the way we do it is we've got an excellent staff right now. We've got I've got a bunch of assistant coaches. The message is clear, and it's we work hard, we get better, and that's the message to these kids. They're smart enough. I've got 11 seniors. We've got 11 seniors on this football team, so they understand that a good win. Kemmerer's not what you call a juggernaut by any means. No disrespect. I think they're getting better. I think Coach Jernigan's doing a good job in building it, but they understand, and they also understand that we lost a 3-point game to Level a year ago, and I think a lot of those same kids are on the field this week. So I think our kids are smart enough, they're savvy enough that we'll be focused and have a good week of practice.
I just need a clarification on one thing that Donnie and I tried to figure out. There was a call, the signal on the field with the two fists. What is that? Because it's been a while since I've
when I see that, to me that's targeting. But what they called was a blindside block. So in high school football, if the defensive player or any player has their back to you and you go to block them, they've got to see the block coming. So you can't lead with the shoulder or the head. And one of our players did that, so that it was a blindside block is what the call was.
Last thing before we let you go. Maybe I'm a little bit off base. You're around him all the time, but do you see improvement? Do you see more confidence from your quarterback now than what you? To me, he looks like he's in complete control of what's going on that football field. Is that the impression you're getting from him as well, with a year under his belt?
He is. Gavin's he's a hardworking young man, and he and I have a fantastic love-hate relationship. And he did look good today. He really did. I think he was in control. We still are growing his knowledge of coverages and where to go with the football, trying to make his decision-making process simple. But tonight I thought he probably played his most complete game that he has since he took over this role, which happened to be against this team a year ago on the road.
Yep.
Kind of had his coming out party, and he did look good. I don't know what his numbers were, but I felt like he was very efficient, made good decisions with the football, and I'm excited about having him for another season.
Coach, appreciate you taking a few minutes. Congratulations on win number 1, and we'll look forward to talking with you next week.
Sounds good. Thanks, Donnie. Thanks, Kevin.
Bobcat head coach Matt McPhee. We'll take a 60-second break. Kevin will come back and have the numbers for you in this one. It's the Click It or Ticket postgame show, KDNO, back in 60.
Dairyland and Hot City Coffee. It's your destination for your coffee fix or the perfect spot for lunch. The place you know for afternoon fun is also where you can try their full menu of burgers, specialty lattes, and blended drinks. Open 6 a.m. to 2 p.m. Monday through Saturday and closed on Sundays. Find them at 510 Park Street. Dairyland and Hot City Coffee, your hole-in-one choice for Thermopolis.
From one corner of the state to the other, over 82% of Wyomingites wear their seatbelts. And to the 18% who don't, we say, let's buckle up for life, Wyoming.
Did you know the Gotchi Rehabilitation and Wellness in Thermopolis also has something called the Gotchi Wellness Center? It's your dream gym with cardio equipment, cable machines, free weights and dumbbells, hydraulic resistance machines, and personal trainers that care about your goals. The Wellness Center is huge and includes a rock wall, pegboard, sled, tires, punching bags, squat rack, and a whole lot more. Check out the Senior Wellness class. To take the first step to a healthier you, visit gotchi.org.
Welcome back to the Click It or Ticket postgame show. Bobcats victorious tonight over Kemmerer 41-14. And with the final game numbers, here's Kevin.
We will start off with the Kemmerer Rangers. Skidmore at quarterback, 8 attempts tonight. 8 rushing attempts tonight, only 2 yards total, but he did have a touchdown. He snuck in there. 3 for 7 through the air, 65 yards, interception, no passing touchdowns for Skidmore tonight. Krell broke the 100-yard mark with 104 yards total on the ground off of 10 carries. He had the one big long touchdown, I believe, of 43 yards. No catches for him out of the backfield. Riggins Walker, main ball carrier tonight, not totally efficient though. 22 carries, 77 yards on the ground, 1 touchdown. One fumble. No touchdowns, so that a lot of work for Walker tonight, probably not the success he was looking for. Then we have the McCain brothers, Tyson and Tyler. Tyson, 1 carry, 1 yard, 1 catch, 37 yards, and Tyler had 6 carries for 5 yards, no catches for him. And then Campman, 3 carries, 20 yards, and 2 catches for 28 yards. Offensive totals for them, 209 on the ground. 65 through the air for 274 total. Now we'll move on to your Thermopolis Bobcats. Gavin Shumway at quarterback tonight, 9 carries, 66 yards, no fumbles, no touchdowns, but an efficient night through the air for him, 10 for 11 passing, 153 and 2 touchdowns, no interceptions for Gavin tonight, so a very efficient game for him. Rody Farrell, big night, 14 carries, 226 yards, topped off with 4 touchdowns, no fumbles for him. He also caught 2 balls for 7 yards, so a big night for Rody. We'll move on to McCumber. He had 2 rushing attempts for 12 yards, but caught 3 balls for 31. We mentioned Coyne earlier, 1 carry for 5 yards at him, but 4 catches, and he eclipsed the 100-yard mark of receiving for 103 with 2 touchdowns on top of that. A really good night for him. And then McDermott rounds out the stats for 1 catch for 12 yards. Offensive totals for the Bobcats, 309 on the ground, 153 through the air, 462. So 462 yards of offense by the Bobcats tonight compared to the 274 by Kemmerer. And those are your Thermopolis Eye Care. Look at the stats.
Thank you, Kevin. And I don't care who you're playing. When you put up 450 yards of offense, you're doing well. During the last break, we had a 5-second debate on our P6 station player of the game, but I'll let Kevin go ahead and announce who the P6 station player of the game is.
I don't want to discount anyone's effort. There was about 3 candidates out there tonight, but it's hard also to oversee 4 touchdowns. So we're going to give a nice P6 pizza to Rody Farrell with his 14 carries, 226 yards, 4 touchdowns, 2 catches for 7. So Rody Farrell is our P6 player of the game.
Congratulations to Rody for being our player of the game. We're going to take one more 60-second break. Come back. We'll wrap it up here from Leroy Hayes Field. It's the Click It or Ticket postgame show, KDNO. Back in 60 seconds.
P6 Station Stone-Fired Pizza is proud to sponsor Thermopolis Youth Athletics. When you open the door, it hits you. The smell of freshly baked wings or pizza. Your Stone-Fire creation comes out with the perfect golden brown crust, fresh toppings, and melted cheese that some can only dream of. Don't forget to check out the Pizza of the Month. Enjoy your meal inside or under the pergola. P6 Station Stone-Fired Pizza, 544 Park Street in Thermopolis.
For a place to relax, sip on your favorite specialty lattes or tea, and find the best gifts for any occasion, Storyteller is the place for you. Books brimming with compelling stories, gifts for the kids like Legos and coloring projects, and something for your family and friends like hats, jewelry, or a bag of award-winning Mountain Air roasted jackrabbit java. To learn more, visit StorytellerWyo.com or swing by at 524 Broadway in Thermopolis.
Welcome back to the Click It or Ticket postgame show as the Bobcats pick up win number 1 of the season in their season opener tonight, 41-14 over the Kemmerer Rangers. Want to remind you that Lady Bobcat volleyball on the road tonight. I still never heard about that Tongue River game tomorrow.
I was told it was in Tongue River.
Okay, so it is in Tongue River, so don't come down here to Bobcat Gym tomorrow because there won't be anybody here. So the Lady Cats in Newcastle tonight. They'll stay on the road and play in Tongue River tomorrow. The cross-country team in Sheridan tomorrow as well as they get back into things after a couple weeks off. And the second and final round of the 2A state golf tournament tomorrow morning. They'll start at 9 o'clock up at Thermopolis Golf Course. Hardy Johnson and Brother Hadley are 1 and 2 in the individual standings, and Kevin just got an update that says Thermopolis and Kemmerer boys are tied for the team lead going into round 2 tomorrow, and so it's going to be a dogfight, and the Bobcats are going to have to earn it on their home court, but they are in a good position to repeat as team state champions, and Hardy Johnson looking to be a four-peat in the individual side of things, so good luck to all of them tomorrow as they finish up their season. Kevin and I will be back on the air next Friday night about 6:30 with the Gotchi Rehab pregame show leading up to kickoff between the Bobcats and the Lovell Bulldogs. It'll be homecoming next Friday night. A lot of things going on this next week associated with homecoming. Hall of Fame induction next Thursday. You got the parade. All kinds of other things going on during the week that is going to keep Mr. Daramidi very busy during the course of all the homecoming festivities, and it'll be all capped off with the football game next Friday night here from Leroy Hayes Field. Kevin, before we sign off, any final thoughts on ball game today?
Just really pleased with the product we see out there. First game, like I said, both sides of the ball played really well. Highlighted again by Adley Coyne transitioning over and being very productive in his new role this year. Excited to see how they stack up against Lovell. They're more of a bigger physical team if I remember them from last year. So homecoming is a good place to do that. So I'm excited to see what next week brings.
It's going to be a good game next week. Lovell, a very good football team coming in here, and it'll be a lot of fun here as we bring that game to you. Once again, final score here from Leroy Hayes Field, Bobcats 41 and the Kemmerer Rangers 14. You've been listening to Bobcat Football 101.7 KDNO. Have a great night, a great weekend. We'll talk with you next Friday.